country is well developed, that country can have the true development.
Entertainment, economy, health, business, religion, culture, environment, health, and fact files to widen your horizon. YS Live, Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan, 10 to 12 noon, Tuesdays. YS Live, English and Yoruba language.
To Bawa and become legally, you are the one constituted to be there as the authority. For
advert placement and inquiries, call 0803 552 9883.
YS Live with Yemi Sonde on Splash 105.5 FM. YS Live.
YS Live.
YS Live.
ẹ kúlé ẹ káàárọ̀ ṣé dáadáa ni mo bá yín oṣù tuntun rèé oṣù ayọ̀ ni ó jẹ́ o a kú àṣekù ọdún Jésù ti jíǹde àti pàdé ẹ̀ ń Gálílì gbogbo ohun tó dòkúnú ayé wa ti jíǹde gbogbo ohun tá à ń lé láti January tá àti ìbá lágbára Ọlọ́run á bàbá ìkódà àti bá a tún yálẹ̀ apá àwa ó kà gbogbo èròǹgbà wa sí dáadáa Ọlọ́run bá mi ó bá a dé ládé yóò fàṣẹ sí i Jésù tó jíǹde ó ti mú àjíǹde bá gbogbo ìgbésí ayé wa iṣẹ́ wa ọ̀nà wa òwò wa lórí ọmọ lórí aya lórí ọkọ lórí ìdílé wa àtẹbí àtọ̀rẹ́ ṣe dáadáa ni mo bá yín o àtúntì dé láàárọ̀ ìbá ṣe máa ń dé ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Tuesday Yemi Sonde live lórí Splash 105.5 FM YS live ìyẹn la tún mú wá láàárọ̀ ìbá ṣe máa ń mú wá ní gbogbo ọjọ́ ẹ̀yin náà ti mọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ṣe máa ń ṣètò wípé ìgbà míì wà tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀rọ̀ eré ìdárayá la sọ ìgbà míì wà tó jọ́rọ̀ àmúlùdùn la sọ ìgbà míì wà ó lè jọ́rọ̀ òṣèlú ó lè jọ́rọ̀ ìlera ohun tí ó àbọ̀rọ̀ ààbò ètò ààbò àbí ọrọ̀ ajé ètò ọrọ̀ ajé àbítọ̀ gbìn àbítọ̀ sìn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ìgbà míì a sì máa ń ṣe personality interview tá a fi ọ̀rọ̀ wá àwọn tó jẹ́ pé ó ti mú yẹ̀sì fún tí a fi ọ̀rọ̀ wá wọn lẹ́nu wò tí wọ́n sì ṣàlàyé fún wa bí wọ́n ṣe rìn àti bó ṣe débi tó dé. Ó yẹ ká lọ nílùú òyìnbó ẹnìṣó nílùú ọba ẹ ká lọ ní London ẹ gbọ́ṣẹ́ lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà wọ́n ní ẹnìṣó ń Kuwait ẹnìṣó ní Saudi Arabia ń gbọ́ Desmond to the G ṣé kì í ṣe pé o fẹ́ check out wọ́n ní kó o nìṣó ìwọ náà nìṣó ní Canada. Ilé ẹni ṣé kò yàtọ̀ sájò tílé ò bá wá gba ọmọ ńkọ́ àbí tílé ò bá pé ọmọ ṣé kò ní gbàjò lọ báwo la ṣe ń tolé báwo la ṣe tolé sí báwo la ṣe ń lọ àjò tílé atúmọ̀ àwọn ní wá padà ǹjẹ́ èèyàn á lọ sájò á lòun ò fẹ́ wálé mọ́ rárá ẹ gbọ́ kí ló fà á tó fi ń rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀nà wo la sì ń gbà lọ sájò yìí oríṣiríṣi nǹkan báyìí la fẹ́ ń wù láàárọ̀ yìí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọ́n ti lọ sájò tán gbé sájò ọlọ́run má jà gbé sájò ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lọ sájò wọ́n á sọ fún yín pé àwọn ní reason láti má padà wálé torí pé wọ́n ní kinní kan jágajàga kinní kan ò dá àwọn tó wá wà nílé ṣe kan sá lọ ni àwọn òrìnwó gan la máa ń rìn débẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ á lóun lọ fún visitation nílùú ọba àbí nílùú òyìnbó nígbà ó bá débẹ̀ yóò fapá lé ẹ̀yà ẹlòmíì ó lọ yóò ní òun ṣàṣàìlọ́m ó lọ káwọ́ sókè nù ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ sì ní àwọn tí wọ́n ní ẹ̀bùn tí ó ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa láǹfààní ìlú yìí tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ìlú yìí ò jẹ́ kán dúró ìlú yìí wọ́n lọ sí ìlú òyìnbó wọ́n lọ lo ẹ̀bùn wọn ìmí ń fọlẹ̀ ìmí ó ń gbá títì ìmí ó fẹ́ gbàwé ẹgbẹ́ ìyá rẹ̀ bó ṣe ń fọ àwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni ó máa fọ àwọ̀ bọnú bó ṣe ń fọ àwọ̀ bọnú ni ó máa fọ àwọ̀ sára bó ṣe ń fọ àwọ̀ sára ni ó tún máa fẹnu fọ àwọn abọ́ tí wọ́n ti lò dọ̀tí torí àgbàwé náà ni o ṣé ìbínú làárọ̀ yìí ọ̀pọ̀ ni wọ́n ti tàn wípé kó máa bọ̀ nílùú òyìnbó tó jẹ́ pé ibi tó ti bára ẹ̀ kò lè ṣàlàyé wọ́n ní yóò lò láàrin oṣù mẹ́fà pé yóò kọ́lé sí nàìjíríà ní o ẹgbọ́sọ̀ ń ṣàwó ní títì ni ilé ọ̀tẹ̀mí ti ń lọ lóyìnbó mi ò rówó he lójú títì rí ọjọ́ kan mo tiẹ̀ para mi lẹ́rìn mo bá lọ sí Liverpool mo wá dúró ní junction kan tí wọ́n ti máa ń mu kọ́fì lójú títì báyìí wọ́n máa ń mu kọ́fì àwọn pépà newspaper free newspaper wọ́n máa ń kó síbẹ̀ ìwọ tó bá fẹ́ mo lè mu ìwọ tó bá fẹ́ mu kọ́fì mo wá dúró tó ní kọ́fì yẹn mo mu kọ́fì mo fẹ́ wọ bọ́ọ̀sì ṣé bọ́ọ̀sì 138 ni àbí 388 jàre wo ló tẹ̀ ń lọ sí Acne yẹn mo wá ti gbàgbé ó ti ṣe díẹ̀ mo wá fẹ́ wọ bọ́ọ̀sì mo dúró mo wá bóyìnbó ṣe ń bọ̀ ní pọ́nrán kan bá jáde lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ìyẹn ṣé £1 ní àbí ṣé pẹ́ǹsì náà ń pe kọ́yìn wọn ló bá jábọ́ lọ́wọ́ kí á ló mú nǹkan yẹn òyìnbó tó mú pẹ́ǹsì ó bá fi kíní ilẹ̀ kí àwa táwa ń bí káṣà mo rò pé wọ́n máa ń ṣàwó ń lo òyìnbó ni mo kúrò ní Acne ó di Howard Road mo tún dúró ní Howard Road ó níbì kan ní Camberwell tí wọ́n ti máa ń jẹ oúnjẹ kan bẹ̀ Alabama mo lọ sí Alabama mo jàmàlà wọ́n ní buffet ni mo rẹ àmàlà Ìbàdàn wà bí ó yá ẹja jàmàlà wọ́n ní buffet ni mo bù nígbà mo jàmàlà tí ojú mi ràn dáadáa ẹ fún mi lẹ́lẹ́ dòdò sí èmi ò jọ àwọn wálé market wọ́n máa ń mu kínní èmi ò ẹ fún mi lẹ́lẹ́ dòdò wọ́n bá ní èlò wà lówó mi o èmi nìkan mo jẹun yìí sì lè jẹ ju inú mi lọ wọ́n bá ní owó mi 20 tí mo sọ yìí bí i 2007 or 8 ni wọ́n bá ní owó mi 20 kìíní kan pound àbí almost 30 pound kí ló dé èlò mo ń jáwọn làǹbàdàn nígbà náà kẹ̀dẹ̀rẹ̀ owó was 250 naira per pound mo wá wò pé 250 times 30 ó mì pé mo ń ná bíi almost 8,000 naira thereabout àbí 9,000 nígbà náà láti fi jàmàlà àti ẹlẹ́rìndòdò ní o kì í ṣe onídúdú o mo ná bíi 8,000 wọ́n ní ìbá àjókòó kí n máa jẹ́ di alẹ́ buffet ni bá ṣe lè kí n jókòó kí n relax kí n tó jẹ mí iye tí màá san náà nìyẹn èèyàn wá lágbára máa gbáyàn létí ṣé èèyàn máa ń gbáyàn lójú lápá bí èèyàn á máa jẹ buffet yóò mọ̀ ní òun máa ná 9,000 mo fi yẹn ṣe fẹ́ ni. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ fi iṣẹ́ gidi lẹ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe ń bí mo rí bank manager mi ní dárúkọ báǹkì yẹn tí àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ tán lọ́hùn-ún tán ní kó máa bọ̀ kó wá ṣiṣẹ́ kó béèrè kò fi lọ àwọn tó mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ kò béèrè báwo náà ṣe ń ríṣẹ́ lọ́hùn kò fi lọ àwọn tó mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ kò béèrè kí ni certificate òun ó gbé lọ àbẹ́ ìgbádùn mi ó ti resign bank manager ní o branch yẹn tí n bá sọ ẹ mọ̀ bẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n báǹkì ò exist mọ́ ń sìn wọ́n ti pààrọ̀ orúkọ ọ̀hún jẹ́ iye tó ń jẹ́ ọ̀jọ́ tó ń jẹ́ mọ́ ọ̀hún exist mọ́ báyìí ó sì fi iṣẹ́ yẹn lẹ̀ ó resign as at 2005 ó sì kó 12 million ó kó dé ìlú òyìnbó 12 million naira àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ tó ní kó wá ilé wọn ló dé sí wọ́n fún ní yàrá kónkóló kan báyìí yàrá kónkóló yẹn bíi store ni o kì í ṣe yàrá o store tó bá ti jí lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ó nọ̀sẹ̀ báyìí ó bọ́ ta ni tó bá tún ti nọ̀sẹ̀ wọlé orí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ló bọ́ sí kò sí tẹlifíṣàn kò sí nǹkankan onílé ọlọ́nà ó bá ti jí lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì tó bá ti nọ̀sẹ̀ báyìí náà tán táwa yìí ló bọ́ sí tó bá tún àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀dì táwọn lò ní secondary school boarding school ṣe two bed àbí 2 inch àbí 2.5 ni bọ̀dá yẹn fi ń sùn wọ́n á dé London nígbà náà bá lọ kí bọ̀dá gbà ibi lẹ́wà ní oníbi ni mo wà àtúnmọ̀ yàrá kò ṣe wọ̀ mo ṣàṣàyànjú náà mo wọ yàrá yẹn wọ́n padà wálé nígbà tí máa fi padà lọ bí oṣù bíi 6 lẹ́yìn ìgbà náà àwọn tó gbà sílé ti bá ná 12 million ẹ̀tàn wọ́n lè síta ó fẹ́ jọ ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ o mo kàn ń láìtì náà ni o wọ́n bá ná 12 million yẹn tán ìyí iṣẹ́ kò rí ó sì ti resign lé kó tiẹ̀ mọ̀ kó gba working leave àbí kó gba whatever leave tó máa ń gbà ó resign lé ó kó 12 million dé London wọ́n bá ná visiting ló bá lọ o ẹ má ṣì mí gbọ́ o kò ní work permit o kò ní any kan permit o ó sì lọ pẹ̀lú visiting oṣù 6 first visa ẹ̀ náà ni oṣù 6 sí class C àbí kílẹ̀ wọ́n ń pè visiting class C lẹ̀ wọ́n ń pè for UK class C
for US is B1B B1B2 for
US is B1B2 for UK ni mo sọ yìí class C ni yes C ni class C ló bá dọ̀hún ó sì ná 12 million tán wọ́n bá a ná ọmọ owó yan báyàn náà o
èlò ni tó bá ti ṣe sówó tí wọ́n èlò ni
wọ́n tì í lọ ni wọ́n ní já lọ kinní kan mall já lọ kinní kan owó táwọn ogun ò lè ná fúnra wọn òun náà kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ náìsì àwọn pé Nàìjíríà máa náìsì ó máa kọ́kọ́ bẹ́ sí wọn lọ́wọ́ ilé ọ̀fẹ́ ló ń gbà á jẹ ṣòbó dàbàyà ó kọ́kọ́ raṣọ fáwọn ọmọ wọn ó raṣọ fún yàwó ó raṣọ náà ra bàtà ó ra gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n ń ṣe yọ̀tọ̀ mi ó jẹ bọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ rẹ̀ chíìpù mẹ́ra ó jẹ bọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ ló ń jẹ pando yam wọ́n bá gbà ẹjọ́ ṣé ẹ fún mi ní bíi 2,000 bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹjọ́ £2,000 ni yeah bó ṣe ń gbà nìyẹn bra ẹjọ́ ẹ fún mi ò nílé béèrè padà mọ́ ilé ọ̀fẹ́ ló ń gbé they know he has it so wọ́n láti bá gbowó yẹn ilé ọ̀fẹ́ ló ń gbé desmond ẹjọ́ fún mi £2,000 máa dá padà fún ẹ bó ṣe wá béèrè £2,000 yẹn ẹni tó gbà ẹ̀ sílé o sanwó tó bá rí pé owó ẹ ti ń kú bíi £200 àbí bíi £500 wàá máa gbọ́ ẹjọ́ ẹ paná yẹn o ẹjọ́ ẹ má tọ́jú tà yẹn o ẹ má tọ́jú tà bẹ́ẹ̀ bí náà ẹ ní sùúrù ẹjọ́ owó ẹ ti tán yẹn o ẹjọ́ no ẹ nílé sunu rúùmù yẹn àwọn kan fẹ́ lo bẹ̀ for the weekend so wọ́n máa fi àárẹ̀ rẹ́ǹtì lójú ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n á ní oṣù pálọ̀ yẹn gan wà tó dúpẹ́ ni o tó bá lé ẹ síta ẹ máa kó room yẹn for the next 2 weeks àwọn kan fẹ́ lo bẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n tún ti fi bẹ̀ rẹ́ǹtì nìyẹn wọ́n ti owó tí wọ́n rò pé òsàn wọ́n ti san times 5 à ń lé ẹ padà sí pálọ̀ wọ́n á tún pálọ̀ àwọn tó rẹ́ǹtì lé wá nígbà tó bá tún yá àwọn máa gbọ́ a lè fi yín lẹ̀ lé o you cannot leave drop the key with you ṣé ẹ máa stroke káàkiri ẹ lọ sí park ẹ lọ jókòó sí park òun lọ lé díẹ̀ nìyẹn nígbà wọ́n máa dé láti park ìjọ kan wọ́n gbẹ̀rù ẹ̀ síta ìta ló máa ti bẹ̀rù ẹ̀ ẹ̀wọ́ pariwo bọ́ọ̀ bàbá ní fọlọ́pàá gbé ẹ̀ ó wá di nuisance a lot of nuisance èmi ò ní kéèyàn máa lọ lóyìnbó ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa o èmi ò sì ní kéèyàn máa lóhùn fẹ́ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ní lóyìnbó ẹ má ṣì mí gbọ́ o ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀nà owó là ń gbà kí ni ohun tí à ń ṣe báwo la ṣe ń rìn tá a fi ní di nuisance sílùú òyìnbó báwo la ṣe ń rìn tá a fi ní di ẹwọ̀n kí slave trade ń sìn ó tún ti ní another level ẹlòmíì lọ lóyìnbó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀dẹ́rú ni o ẹrú èmi ti rí ibi tó jẹ́ pé ẹni tí ń gbà tó wà Nàìjíríà bọ̀dá mi ló máa ń pe ẹni yẹn bọ̀dá ẹ̀ yẹn tó ń pè yẹn ó wá bá a ní ìlú ọba lọ́hùn ẹni tó máa ń ṣe bọ̀dá mi yẹn di landlord fún bọ̀dá ẹ̀ nílùú ọba bọ̀dá ẹ̀ yẹn wá di slave ẹ̀ bọ̀dá ò ríṣẹ́ ṣe bọ̀dá kan ń sùn lé odi nuisance tó bá yá wọn á lé bọ̀dá síta ẹ lọ jókòó sí park ó mà ṣe o ẹ jókòó sí park tó bá kọ́ fẹ́ ṣàlejò ẹ tó bá kọ́ dé wọ́n lè fún ẹ bisikì jẹ kó ti bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ ò tiẹ̀ wọ́n tí wọ́n ti bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ lẹ̀ àti pando yam àti inú ẹran tó mix ẹ̀ wá bẹ́ẹ̀ potí tó gbóná. ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan mi ò ní dárúkọ ẹ̀ ó lè máa wò mí báyìí nígbà tó lọ sílùú ọba àwọn tó ní kó máa bọ̀ ẹ̀yìn nàìjíríà máa burú àwọn tí wọ́n sọ pé kó máa bọ̀ Michael ó mọ ẹni tí ó mọ story àwọn tó ní kó máa bọ̀ a máa gbé ní airport just give me a call once you take off from Nigeria give me a call ó dé airport èmi mo tún sìn lọ sí èmi mo gbé dé airport ní London mo ṣe sọ mo ń bọ̀ lamẹ́ríkà mo ń lọ Canada pàápàá mo ń bọ̀ ti London yẹn ló dùn mọ́ mi torí pé mo rí oríṣiríṣi dáadáa níbẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ súnmọ́ wa mo gbẹ́ni yẹn dé Murtala Muhammed ó pe ẹni tí ẹni ok kí ni pé flight ẹ̀ náà bí ẹni títí 4:35 wà land pé máa pick ẹ up lóòótọ́ ọ̀rẹ́ wá land èèyàn wá land lọ́hùn ló bá pè bọ̀dá yóò máa gbé fóònù ó pè bọ̀dá la máa ń pe bọ̀dá yẹn mo forúkọ bu bọ̀dá yẹn láṣìírí àwọn náà lè máa gbọ́ mi báyìí tọ́lá tó ti wálé ìlú òyìnbó máa le o bọ̀dá la máa ń pè wọ́n bọ̀dá yẹn orí kọ́ọ̀lù ọ̀rẹ́ wa ó pè kò gbé fóònù kò gbé fóònù láti bíi 6 tó ti kẹ́rù jáde inú òtútù ọlọ́ndẹ̀ bàbá mi rẹ̀ mi ṣe díẹ̀ sùtù lówó ìjọ tá à ń sọ yìí sùtù lówó ó tún dé táì ẹni tó ń lọ lóyìnbó for the first time yóò dé táì ó tún dé táì ó dé ìtro ó wá ń lọ ló ń bọ̀ òtútù bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń fẹ́ snow ló ń fẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ ó gbé báàgì lẹ̀ ọgbẹ́ ńgbà tó ṣe tó di bí 11 lálẹ́ tí ò réyàn wá gbóhùn oníkáàbù kan ti wá ń wò ó ìyẹn ti lọ ọmọ Nàìjíríà ni ìyẹn ti lọ ó ti bọ̀ ó ti lọ ó ti bá máa yí ò ti kúrò bí máa yí tó wà standard ó wá approach ẹ pé ẹ sà where are you going ó wá ní ẹ̀hún tó bó ṣe ń ṣe ń bí nìyẹn wọn gbé fóònù wọn ò ní gbé ó ní tẹ́ bá pẹ́ ń bì yìí wọ́n ti ń wò yín láti inú kámẹ́rà wọ́n máa deport yín o oore tí màá ṣe fún yín ni pé màá gbé yín ẹ̀sùn pálọ̀ mi tó bá ti di 3 láàárọ̀ ẹ máa dìde ẹ máa lọ torí mi máa tún lọ bíṣẹ́ oore tí mo lè ṣe yín nìyẹn o ọ̀rẹ́ wa ló ń bú sẹ́kún pé ṣáyé ìlú òyìnbó rèé wọ́n fi ìlú òyìnbó hàn ó sì délé ẹni náà ẹni yẹn ṣàánú ẹ̀ lóòótọ́ ó gbé délé lóru ó sorun ó lóun ò lè sùn òun ṣàn sunkún lórí iṣẹ́ àní orí couch tí òun ká sí ó ká sórí couch n gbọ́dọ̀ 3 man I've done my own I cannot I don't know you from anywhere and you cannot so ọmọ abẹ́tà kẹ́ máa lọ báyìí ṣẹ́wọ̀n kí mo ti gbé kọ̀m̀pútà tó máa deport yín ọlọ́run á ṣe ìrìn yín dáadáa o a máa tún pàdé nìyẹn o èmi lọ bí iṣẹ́ tèmi ó yá kẹ́rù kó lè wẹ̀ ló bá di wondra láà nílùú òyìnbó now a lot of people wọ́n ti lọ lóyìnbó oríṣiríṣi tó jẹ́ wípé wọn ò lè ròyìn tójú wọn rí ni o ẹlòmíì àléhùn léèyàn lóyìnbó kò sẹ́ndì owó sílé ẹ gbọ́ kí lójú ẹ̀ rí lọ́hùn ṣe é mọ tójú wọn rí lóyìnbó ẹlòmíì dé lóyìnbó gbogbo tó ń jẹ́ what do you call it now self-esteem ó máa parẹ́ ni nítorí pé kò wọ̀ lóyìnbó bó ṣe yẹ kó wọ̀ lóyìnbó nítorí kò ní vision tó fẹ́ lọ achieve nílùú òyìnbó yẹn nítorí pé ó kàn lọ aimlessly sílùú òyìnbó ni ó gbọ́ pé ó ń lọ lóyìnbó èmi náà fẹ́ lọ ni ó ń lọ torí pé àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ náà ti lọ peer pressure ń tẹ lòmíì ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ láàwò láàárọ̀ yìí irregular migration and diaspora affairs this morning that's our focus this morning. I have a lot of youths that might be listening now that we want to go to either UK, Canada, whatever, America, Finland, Poland, several Ireland, whatever. But my question, I have just 3 questions. What are you going there to do? What's your aim of leaving Nigeria? When do you want to come back? Do you even plan coming back at all? With what papers? I have experts in anything that has to do with traveling and migration. You know, in the studios this morning, I'm going to discuss with two big names in that sector this morning. My first guest is the CEO of Online Dynamics, Wale Michael. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
It's my pleasure having you on my show. You are always coming whenever I need you.
It's my pleasure.
And you always give me.
King calls you.
You say what?
When the king calls you.
Who is the king?
You.
I been deal.
It's my pleasure too.
My pleasure. Incidentally, I called you this morning. I'm sorry to have called you so late. Yeah, I called you this morning, early this morning, and you're obliged, putting everything aside that you had planned to do this morning. God will honor you.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
much. Yes, my second guest, we were together two days ago, and we were discussing this at Bengade Inca's event, looking at several other issues.
Yes, sir.
Evangelist Ajibola Ogunkayede, the CEO, You Fit Fly. Good morning, my brother.
Morning, wonderful brother and wonderful uncle. I want to appreciate you once again for giving me such a privilege to speak to the whole world, especially on this wonderful topic that has to do with immigration and migration. It's a very, very great topic, and of course, there are the disadvantages, are also advantages to this. But I've been seeing you talking for a while about the disadvantages, which I'm very sure the advantage is much more than the disadvantages.
Well. I've not called you to encourage or discourage me.
Of course,
I want to. Yes, I want to.
I can always truly tell you that the contribution to people outside the country, which you call diaspora, has gone a long way, and that's what Nigeria is even relying upon now. Buhari himself carried out a few weeks ago that people should bring in money, dollars, pounds, because the economy needs to get strong again and again. That's what we call FDI, foreign direct investment. And this is very, very important at this stage. Okay, now we'll look at the pros and cons. We are not. I want to holistically look at the issue of traveling. Okay.
Irregular or regular. Our major focus is regular migration.
Yes.
And diaspora matters. Yes. I'm not saying all immigrants are irregular immigrants. No. There are a lot. On this show, about 2 or 3 years ago, we had somebody we brought on this show that was cajoled to travel to,
of course.
Is it UK or something?
Several.
And she found herself in Libya, and she was used for prostitution and all that. Some died on the way. They did not even fly. They went through
land border.
Yes, deserts, and a lot of Nigerians died. Somebody has sent something here. Fumilayo Idunu de Labu says, my hobby elder brother was well to do here. He was a motor mechanic and already has his own personal car and bus for transportation. He sold his cars and dispersed his apprentices, who are plenty then, almost 19 years now, that he has traveled out of this country. He has nothing to show for it till now. He just recently got his paper and is working as cleaner in eatery. No wife or children. We spoke with him last week that he should come and get wife and at least as children. All his apprentices he left are well-to-do now. When Obi showed him his last born, he was crying. Abroad is not for everyone. Me and my hobby, we only go there for vacation, nothing more. All right, yes.
That's a very good point.
Yes, course, we will look at different issues. I'm sure a lot of people are interested in this topic. Yeah, already, we have not started. A lot of messages are coming on. So we are going to look at several issues. Well, I will just make mention of newspaper headlines, and we come to the discussion for today. Leni, Yoruba ati Oyinbo a sọ dáadáa, a sọ Yorùbá púpọ̀, a fọ Oyinbo gbà. Nítorí kò sẹ́ni tí ò gbóyìnbó nù wa. Ohun tí mo sọ ni pé mo fẹ́ káwọn ìyá wa tí wọ́n gbóyìnbó tó ń fowó rán wa lọ kán lè gbọ́ àgbọ́yé àtàwọn bàbá wa tí wọ́n wà lóko tán lè máa gbọ́ wa báyìí kán lè gbọ́ àgbọ́yé tàbá ń sọ òyìnbó fáwọn youth kí wọ́n máa gbọ́ òyìnbó yẹn gbogbo ẹ̀ á ṣe wọ́n lè blend yẹ yes so a máa jẹ́ kí Yorùbá kó tún wọnú ẹ̀ dáadáa láàárọ̀ yìí so let me just make mention of what we have. Newspaper headlines Tuesday 6th April 2021. Odumakin, a dogged fighter, patriot, says Tinubu, that's taken from the nation. It's very painful. It's a very painful exit. Odumakin, oh my goodness, may God rest his soul.
Amen.
We lost a great
fighter.
Yes, a rare gem. We lost a Afenifere spokesperson. He was a dogged fighter truly. May God rest his soul and abide with his family.
Amen.
Is the chairman I learned? Is the chairman of Peters FM?
Yes.
Peters.
Peters FM.
Bodija.
Ọlọ́ba òní jẹ́ ó bàjẹ́ iṣẹ́ yìí ò ní bàjẹ́ lágbára Ọlọ́run ó foríjì Odumakin. Àwa tó kù á pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ o, á dàgbà o. Federal government summons ASUU to emergency meeting over looming strike. Daily Times. Another strike looming. This is not too good. This is part of the reasons we take our children out of the country to study abroad. If you have the financial muscle, the strike today, strike tomorrow, you lose a lot of potential leaders.
They are alternative anyway. They are private institutions.
Can Chairman El-Rufai in war of words over victims of banditry? Taken from Daily Times. 2023, APC lacks presidential material. Chief Obi slams ruling party. Taken from The Sun. Yes, these are some of the headlines in our newspapers today. Our time is fast spent. I would have a short break now. Okay, let's go home. Okay, now let's come to what we have. Daily Ojo, let me introduce this focus with Daily Ojo. You can join our online audience by watching the program as we live stream on our Facebook page, Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited, and Splash 105.5 FM. Splash 105.5 FM. On Facebook, Instagram at Splash 1055, Twitter at Splash 1055, YouTube at Splash FM 1055. Twitter at YSC Limited, Instagram at YSC Limited, Facebook at Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited, LinkedIn at Yemi Sonde. Visit our website, ysclimited.com, ysclimited.com. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited, to watch a recap of our programs. Your contributions and questions are welcome, and you can send them to hello@ysclimited.com, hello@ysclimited.com, and Yemi Sonde Live at gmail.com. Kindly remember to use the hashtag YSLive for your contributions. Yeah. Let me have that music. Then I come back to have my guests properly introduced. Then we kick it. do. Èmi music ni. Irregular migration and diaspora affairs. That was Dele Ojo. Ìlú òyìnbó dára. Àti gbọmọ lọ́wọ́ èkùrọ́ kì í bojú bọ̀rọ̀. Wàá kàwé orí afẹ́ dàlú. Ìyẹn fáwọn tó bá lọ kàwé ńbẹ̀. Òtútù á mú ẹ. Ètútù á ṣá ẹ. Ṣíṣá ló máa ń lò ní ìlú òyìnbó pé ó ṣá ẹ. Ètútù yẹn ṣá mi gan. Language one benny. Now let me situate this, then we come into what we have come to discuss. As of October 2019, Nigeria's population stands at just over 200 million, constituting the largest economy in Africa. In 2017, it had about 1.2 million immigrants, totaling 0.6% of the Nigerian population. That's taken from UNDESA 2018. Nigeria also had 1.9 million internally displaced persons by March 2019, UNHCR 2019. Now, hosting around 30,000 refugees from neighboring countries, primarily from Cameroon. Meanwhile, in December 2018, there were over 200,000 Nigerian refugees in Chad, Niger, and Cameroon. Additionally, that same year, around 25,000 Nigerians applied for asylum in the EU. Overall, among West African countries, Nigeria has the highest number of asylum applicants in the EU. The highest number of asylum applicants. Give me a pen, please. Yes, highest number of asylum applicants in EU. Nigeria has the highest. The reasons for this high rate of emigration from Nigeria include the government's inability to retain skilled professionals, please mark that, poor governance, unemployment, deteriorating infrastructure, and deepening poverty, among others. Though the causes are wide-ranging, migration issues do not matter politically, with little effect on election outcomes at the federal level. This is unlikely to change soon. Nonetheless, migration issues still have relevance for the broader societal discussion, leading one Nigerian policy advisor to conclude that migration is not a political issue, but people talk about migration with emotion in Nigeria. Where things Nigeria do in UK, America to avoid deportation. Many talented and brilliant Nigerians have had their promising future ruined by their desperation to seek greener pastures abroad. Some of them who quit thriving jobs at home end up doing menial jobs abroad, with several others becoming fugitives in the long run. Please mark this. Henry, case study 1. Henry was a top insurance broker in Nigeria before he migrated to the United Kingdom, UK, for greener pastures on the crest of highly skilled migrant program. Highly skilled migrant program visa, HSMPV. That's for UK. We'll talk about that. As a top flight insurance broker, he had everything going for him. Decent accommodation, fairly good car, reward for good performance, and opportunity to rise to higher positions in his organization. But all that, for the young man, was inadequate. He had read about how well insurance brokers are paid abroad and imagined how his life would change if he traveled out of and earned a salary which, when converted to Naira, would turn him into an instant millionaire. To actualize his dream, he quit his job and left for the UK with a promise to people he left behind that he would soon begin to send cars and add currency to them. On getting to the UK, he tried his best to secure a job similar to the one he was doing in Nigeria, but he could not get any. Maybe you tell me why. He found himself sweating in the cold temperature of the UK as he found himself unfit for the system. In the end, a friend got him a job as a security officer with a small private firm. Unfortunately, the pay was not enough for him to renew his HSMP visa, even though it was better than what he had in Nigeria. Even though it was better than what he had in Nigeria. In the end, the Home Office, HO, gave him 72 hours to leave the UK. But rather than comply, he simply changed his residential address and carried on with his job without informing his employer about the change in his staying status. A friend to Henry said the Home Office, that's the HO police, went to the office of the security company where he worked after a deportation order was issued, and a call was made to him to report in the office immediately. But someone in the office tipped him off about the presence of the police, so he managed to escape deportation. He was lucky to be off duty at the time the police visited. Otherwise, he would have been arrested and deported after serving a jail time for working without permits. His predicament has since caused him to go underground, looking for menial jobs and begging for charity. Yet, as far as the young Nigerian was concerned, it was better to remain a wanderer in the UK than return to Nigeria empty-handed to be taunted by friends and relations. That's the case of Henry. That's case number 1. We discussed this while we are having a general discussion on this migration. Case number 2. I'm going to give you 2 or 3 cases so that we can now take a look at perhaps each of the case, or we talk about this generally. And Bukola, an experienced nurse in a government-owned hospital in Lagos, also quit her job to travel to the UK on the HSMP visa obtained with the help of a relative who qualified in the UK as a medical doctor. As a nurse, she had read and heard how much her services would be needed and rewarded abroad. Without wasting time, she saved enough money and obtained a working visa. With the HSMP visa conditions, she was tied to a 4-year visa with her employer at Camberwell. A friend of ours said in order to change her visa to permanent stay without restrictions, she needed to prove to the Home Office that she's now settled in the UK. Yes, as a result, she traveled back to Nigeria to arrange a marriage with an old boyfriend. All the expenses were borne by her. Yes, that's another case. She subsequently obtained a visa for the hobby, in quotes, and both of them traveled to UK, but the man could not get a job immediately. At the point, the man became bored and started having affairs all over the place, flirting and visiting so many dating sites. Of course, their marriage crumbled, only for Buki to realize that the husband actually had another wife and a child in Nigeria to whom he had been sending money regularly from Buki's bank account. Buki's literally went mental. She lost her pregnancy and has not been herself since. She's now recovering in a psychiatric home while the whereabouts of the husband is unknown. The only good thing is that the Home Office has allowed her to stay in the UK permanently without any restrictions, and she's now waiting to become a full UK citizen. Will she ever go back to Nigeria? Did I hear you say no? I doubt that very much as well. Not for anyone, or not for another husband anyway. Buki's friend also shared the story of 2 Nigerian ladies who traveled to the UK on 6-month tourist visas that could not be renewed. She said, many Nigerians allowed their tourist visas to expire without leaving the UK, and knowing that without their old passport, the Nigerian embassy in the UK by law cannot issue them ETC, emergency traveling certificate. They burned their passport and cloned the identities of the legal UK residents that they know. As things stand, many of them may not be able to visit their home country again. But the most tragic thing is that many of them are suffering and are at the mercy of other Nigerians in the diaspora who have turned them into slaves of sorts. This is a story many Nigerians abroad will not tell their family members at home. To compound their problems, some embassies and High Commission offices are not making things easy. In a viral video, the Nigerian High Commission in Atlanta, Georgia, United States, was fingered as one of the places the issue of documentation and passport renewal are made difficult. In the video, a Nigerian who was frustrated about the hurdles placed in the ways of Nigerians who want to renew their passport described the situation at the High Commission as chaotic. Okay, don't let me bore you with a lot of stories. We have so many issues here. Suzanne, this is another story. Suzanne, if time permits, we'll look at Suzanne's case. But I just picked some of these stories because we have a lot of them that are very similar as we speak in the United States, in America. And, the source of all my stories is the Nation newspaper. I think I have to acknowledge that. The Nation newspaper, I got 2 stories from the Nation newspaper. And this is another one. Nigerians relocating abroad could end in modern slavery, immigration. A trending post by Nigerian Immigration Service, NIS, has sparked outrage on social media. The agency over weekend shared a post containing a short message to Nigerians via its Twitter handle. Hey guys, as I'm quoting the story. Hey guys, you may need to think deeply over the bogus offer of a better life abroad. You may end up in modern day slavery. Not all that glitters is gold, the post reads, unquote. Reacting to the post, many took out their frustration on the agency over the unavailability of passport booklets. Some other berated the agency for not engaging the services of professional graphic designer before putting up the post. Emmanuel Market reacted, instead of focusing on the instance of passport booklet, you are getting involved in matters that are not meant for you. Please focus. Oguntayo Oseun said, please go and make passport production and collection seamless first before providing advice as big brother. Timileyin tweeted, slavery abroad is better than having a BSc and MSc without a job here in Nigeria. You will return to Nigeria and buy a duplex on the island, Abuja, and build one in your village. Secured future awaits your children. If you doubt it, let me move first. Ganiu Oloruntade said, Nigeria is a satire, one without seemingly endless theatres that trigger cacophonies of laughter. Ashibiu said, are we not indirectly subjected to the same modern slavery here at home? What still? It is done in an insecure and poverty-stricken environment. So, slavery slavery in Louis according to Bosheso. Yes. The CEO of Online Dynamics is Wale Michael. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And the CEO of You Fit Fly is Evangelist Ajibola Ogunkayede. Good morning. Yes. À ń lọ lóyìnbó. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń lọ lóyìnbó láì mọ ohun tó ń lọ ṣe ń bẹ̀. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ò gba ọ̀nà tó tọ́ lọ lóyìnbó. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ fi gidi tí wọ́n ń ṣe lẹ̀ ń bì í. Wọ́n ń kọrí sí lóyìnbó láì ní ìdánilójú pàtó pé ohun táwọn ń lọ ṣe gangan rèé o. Ó pé àwọn ju táwọn ń ṣe ń bí lọ o. Àwọn ó sì ṣe dáadáa ju ibi lọ. Wọ́n wá dán tán, wọ́n ó dẹrú. Wọn ò ní rí nǹkan gidi ṣe. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ já kọ́kọ́ mu nímú pé ìlú òyìnbó ní rí lọ. Wọ́n ní kan wà irregular migration. Ìkan wà regular migration. Ẹ kọ́kọ́ bá mi ṣe ìyànnà, ẹ bá mi yànnà náà èyí tó tọ̀nà àti èyí tí ò tọ̀nà. Wale Michael, I'm starting with you.
Okay, thank you so very much. Migration is one subject that quite interests me as a person, and that is the area where I play. Now, migration can be regular or irregular. When it is regular, we have very little problem with it. And how do I mean? Regular migration means you are going to a country. Now, we are talking about international migration. Because there's also local migration. People move from Kano to Lagos.
When there's a population.
People move from Kano to Lagos for economic reasons. People migrate. But now we are talking about international migration. That is why it's of interest to us. Now, when you are leaving Nigeria and you are going to another country, there are documentations that must be done. If you have skipped any of these documentations or you are misrepresenting your information, that is irregular. Yes. When you misrepresent your information, it is irregular. When you have deliberately skipped a particular process that should be involved. For instance, if you are traveling for holiday, let's say in the UK or the US, for the US, you only need your B1, B2 visa. So if you have that and you travel for your holiday, fine, you are good. But if your interest is to go to the US to work as a student. What you need is not a B1, B2 visa. What you need is a J1 visa.
Okay.
So when you skip that process, is because J1 visa is more tedious, you need an employer from US to employ you first, send some letters to you before you can apply for your J1 visa. You now feel, all I need said I should bring so amount to get this done. No, it's too much. Just give me a B1, B2 visa, a regular visitor's visa.
Okay.
And then you get there, you want to convert it to a J1 visa. That is irregular. Because you have already skipped a process. But if you take your B1, B2 and you travel to US, observe your holiday, enjoy yourself, and you come back home, you have not violated any rule. That is quite regular. So sometimes skipping information or misrepresenting information is what make these travels irregular. In some cases, people actually go overboard when they completely abandon the real process, and then you want to go to US by road, you want to go to Europe by road. Somebody said you want to get to Kano, you can easily cross over to Morocco, and from Morocco,
Bentley
yes, they do it. They do it, sir. From Morocco, you can get to Spain. If 100 of them leave Ibadan, leave Nigeria on that such a journey, maybe only 5 of them arrive.
Journey through.
Alive. Some will die, some will not die. Some will stay put in Libya, some will stay put in Morocco. It will not get to Europe eventually. But it is completely because one, it is illegal. Even when you enter the country you are going to and you enter illegally as an irregular migrant, you risk the jail time. If arrested, so it is not really worth it. Regular migration is what we advocate. The truth of this matter is this: no country can come against migration. Even countries where the economy is quite robust, they need other countries to survive. People must move from one nation to another, but let us do it right. Can I tell you something, sir?
Tell me.
You want to look at it and say, okay, but if we know it is bad, why are people going through it? I will place the blame with 1, the government, 2, the people themselves, the travelers, and 3, I will blame the economy, which is everybody now, government, you and I. Now, on the part of government, they've not done what they should do with migration. They are not serious yet. Governments refuse to acknowledge that migration shouldn't be a business. It should be a profession. Many people who operate in that industry now are the travel agents. And they are simply business people. They are not professionals, so to say.
Some of them.
A lot of us. Travel agency.
I was trying to be economical with that, but I like.
Of us, yes.
That was where I was coming, but I like.
That is the truth.
I like your
lot of
sincerity.
Us in the travel agency business are businessmen. We are not professionals. And businesses, as you know, are free operation zones for anybody. There isn't so much regulation as to how this immigration practice should go. There isn't so much. And what do people do in business? Price war. You fit fly. How much is it charging for Poland? 200,000. All another mix. I will make my own 180. Price war. Because we are just business people. But we don't do that. I just use that as even he doesn't agree. Because we have a common understanding that could come. This thing has to go beyond the level of being a business to become a profession. And hence we establish a professional association for visa consultants. We are not interested in maybe somebody's going to take 100,000 from you. If we know that what you are looking for can only be achieved with 1 million naira, we tell you need 1 million. Because for what you want to do abroad, you need an employment. I'm not going to give you a 6-month visitor's visa when I know your intention is to go and work in the UK. I'm not going to do that. Because when I do that, you will be happy to have gotten the visa. When you get there, it's no more my problem. You are going to face the music. And that is what called for all these hassles. The example you gave earlier, if it's a friend that I know, he went there as a student. A proper student on departure. The school should be notified. You don't call a family to come and pick you up when you are traveling abroad as a student.
Yes.
It is the school that should arrange for you to pick you up, but it doesn't come free. So if I've told you for the school to come and pick you up, extra £200. Oh, they will say no. Shebi, my friend that went, it was Brother Tunde that went there to pick him up. Brother Tunde probably is the one sponsoring that guy. You don't have a Brother Tunde that is actually sponsoring you, who is keenly interested in your welfare. Brother Tunde will have spent more than that £200 to come and pick him and take him to the school. So when you don't have that, I will make sure you are responsible. I will pay the school so that the school can pick you up right at the airport. But when you want to cut corners, you will now go to Mushroom Limited, and they will tell you, don't worry. And then they will just get you the visa, then you go, and then you face the music. Those are very little things. Government is not serious yet, because if government is... You read something in the Nation caption that you read now. Governments make migration a political matter. No. It's a serious matter. It doesn't affect people in governance. It affects people on the street. It affects you and I. It is not something that we should leave in the hands of a business people who are merely interested in maximizing profits. No, it should be highly regulated. And before you can regulate this, you need to bring in private practitioners, people in the private sector who are actually interested in immigration, either emigration or immigration. People living in Nigeria and people coming into Nigeria. Even people coming into Nigeria, sir. Okay, I think about 2 weeks ago, I heard in the news the minister, Adedeshola, was talking about public-private partnership in issuance of passports. I've said that before, even on your program, I mentioned that. There's always stopping people who want passport to apply to professional private practitioners. Is it not to capture your data and send it into their office? They will do the final verification and so, instead of people having to queue up, and then you turn the immigration office to a business center. Now they are looking in that direction now, and I'm happy we will get there. But it is way behind time. We should have gotten to that level before now. Now, how do I blame the people also? The people are always looking for what is affordable or what is cheap. And then people like lies. I'm telling you, sir. Sir, I need client lava sọ fún pé ẹ má worry ẹ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo ṣe tó wá bá mi rí pé ṣé yóò lè ṣe fake visa ni. Yes, sir. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan lò ó dẹ̀ lọ now. Mo lè mi ò lè ṣe. Mo mọ àwọn tó máa ń ṣe rẹ̀ bọ́ mi ò ń bá wọn ṣe rẹ̀.
Kò ní fún mi ládẹ́sì àwọn tó ń...
Àìbọ̀ mi ò ní fún. Torí àwọn yẹn gan àwọn go like èmi náà. Èmi náà dẹ̀ like n tó ń ṣe.
Àwọn kan ṣe fake visa.
Àwọn èèyàn wọ́n tẹ̀ correct draw wọ́n print ẹ̀ sá.
Sá?
Correct draw. You pay 250,000. Okay, now if
you come
tipẹ́ sir, kò kúrò. If you come to my office now and I said, okay, for this process, this and this and this is what we are going to do, and it's going to cost us 5 months. 5 months, okay. At times it's not even the money, it's the time. 5 months, then he will leave. Then he will keep saying it at the cafe, at the bar, and somebody will say, I can help you now. Yeah, it's a problem. Don't mind them. Those people, they just like the. I can help you. Mo le be share now. For me, 100,000 naira. I then send them silori WhatsApp. But she be because do fenoni. I can do it for you. I then if you correct draw design it for. And now, she be o lo ma lọ sẹ́wọ̀n.
Genje.
O she be on to ṣe lọ́lọ́pàá máa mú. Tó bá fi máa pe ọ̀bọ yẹn padà number yẹn kò ló mọ̀. Ó ti yọ dànù. Thank God for me now that people can actually monitor, and trace people because it is just a business. It is just a business. It has not been professionalized, and that is particularly our own interest. The moment we are able to professionalize immigration practice, we eliminate, if not 100%, 90% of the problems associated with. Somebody will say, okay, you read a story there. A brother of his that was in the UK says, come and be working here now because he is doing well. Now, that's a mistake. Do I say because I can handle my health? Mr. Sonde, can I tell you something? 1992, October, was the last time I took an injection. That's the truth about it. Now, will I now say hospitals are useless because I don't go there? Will I now say, Mr. Yemi Sonde, don't take injection because I don't take it? It is wrong. So you say, I did it myself. You can just do something on your own. And then the guy will go there, do something effectively, and move over there and begin to suffer. Because look, how many people abroad actually know the Nigerian house in the country where they are? And if they do they know their right at the Nigeria House? Every traveling document you hold confers certain rights on you and certain limitations. If you don't know your rights, you cannot know the limitation. Thank you, sir.
Ajibola Ogunkeyede ṣe ń gbọ́n tá à ń bá bọ̀.
Àwọn ọ̀gá wa ti sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa síwájú torí nínú iṣẹ́ yìí àbá wọn ń bẹ̀ ni. Ọmọ kékeré làwa jẹ́ tán bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ́tí gbọ́ òkodo ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n sọ fún àwa tá a jókòó gan torí téèyàn bá ń báyàn sọ ó tún kan àwa náà ó jẹ́ tún kan ara lé so mo gbọ́dọ̀ gbóṣùbà fún wọn.
Now n tá à ń bá bọ̀
yes sir.
mo fẹ́ kí mi àti ń sọ Yorùbá gbàgbọ́n mo sọ pé Yorùbá àtòyìnbó láwọn ọjọ́ sọ láàárọ̀
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sir.
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń lọ lọ́ba lóòótọ́ ọ̀tọ̀ ní onígèǹjẹ tí Wálé Michael sọ.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sir.
ẹ jẹ́ ká fi gèǹjẹ lẹ̀ ìkan wà tí mo kà lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé ó ní work permit láti bí kì í ṣe gèǹjẹ ó sì dọ̀hún ó dẹ̀ tún ṣe wà stranded kí ló fà á tó fi ń rí bẹ́ẹ̀ táwọn èèyàn wa máa dé lóyìnbó n tójú ń rí lọ́hùn ọ̀ lè sọmọ́ o ó di sóònù ẹ̀kú àmọ́ra ẹlòmíín lọ́gán ó ṣe patí wọ́n ṣe party send off àbí send forth wọ́n ṣe testimony ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì pé hallelujah o mo gba visa o mo ti ń lọ báyìí o kékeré àwọn èèyàn wọ̀ pé yes o ti dáa fún bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ayé ẹ̀ ti ẹlòmíì tún bínú sáà lóyìnbó pé kò tí ì send owó náà lẹ́yìn oṣù mẹ́fà kí ló ń ṣe máa yín náà kò tí ì send owó ẹlòmíì torí laptop báyìí ó ń bá ẹni tó wà ní lóyìnbó jà pé kò send laptop kò sí mọ́nà tó wà lábẹ́ aṣọ tó ń fi ń tọ̀hún kí nìdí tó fi ń rí bẹ́ẹ̀ you fit fly.
lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo dúpẹ́ fún àkókò yìí torí pé àsanwó ẹ̀yin lẹ ní àkókò ìtẹ̀jẹ̀ gbé wa láti wá fún àwọn èèyàn ní ọ̀rọ̀ yanjú àti láti fún wọn ní ohun tí à ń pè ní ìgbéyẹ̀wò. Àkọ́kọ́ ni wípé tí òyìnbó bá fún yàn visa bó jẹ́ visiting á sọ pé àwọn lè dá ẹ padà lẹ́nu ọ̀nà o wọ́n fún ẹ ní visa o àwọn lè dá ẹ padà lẹ́nu ọ̀nà yẹn o mí pò ní agbára wọ́n ní property àwọn ní visa yẹn even bó jẹ́ citizen wọ́n ní property àwọn sì ní passport yẹn irú ẹni tí ó ní resident permit yẹn tó gbé lọ resident permit ní ọjọ́ tó expire tó bá expire tí o bá ní nǹkan láti rí inú ẹ̀ mọ́ iléyá nìyẹn o. iléyá nìyẹn resident permit o mí pé ó ti dánmọ́ ìlú àwọn kan máa ń imagine pé ó ti ní resident permit ó yàtọ̀ sí visiting ó ti dánmọ́ ìlú.
ṣó ní lọ́wọ́ ṣó níṣẹ́.
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tiẹ̀ ti máa ń ṣe láti bì.
ṣó níṣẹ́ ẹni tó ní work permit tí ò níṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ fi ṣe ń kọ́ kí ni essence work permit ẹ̀ tá lá máa bọ̀. Now let me sorry my brother.
ẹ jẹ́ wàá fi kún wàá kọ́.
ẹ jẹ́ káwọn ọ̀gá wa sọ̀rọ̀.
wàá kọ́ Ajíbọ́lá ìwọlé ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́.
nípa ìyẹn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ program tó wà níta nísìn léyìí tí Canada ti ń gbé jáde láti bí ọdún àìmọye UK náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ irú ẹ̀ fún àwọn nurses àti doctor ẹni tó bá máa kọ́kọ́ kúrò nílùú yìí ó gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́kọ́ ní nǹkan tá à ń pè ní target kí ni mò ń wá lọ kí ló mú mi kúrò kí ni ohun tí mò ń dojúkọ níbí ṣé tí n bá kúrò pẹ̀lú àwọn investigation tí mo ti ṣe lọ́hùn tó máa pay mi èèyàn ò jẹ́ kí n kú sílùú òyìnbó ó dàbí ẹni tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ gan-an rú àwa yìí àti ṣiṣẹ́ ní ilé láyé tá à ń pè ní P&G àní target.
ilé ìbọ̀dọ̀ pé.
Procter & Gamble.
ok
ẹgbẹ́ tó jẹ́ multinational ní Nàìjíríà.
ok
ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní target pé ọdún báyìí mo fẹ́ kúrò. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa tó lọ lóyìnbó tó gbé resident permit wa wọ́n iléeṣẹ́ ìsọ̀bọ̀ pé ọdún mẹ́rin ni o ṣọ́dún mẹ́rin yẹn tí wọ́n bá rí inú ẹ̀ fún ẹ ṣé o ti plan rẹ pé owó tó ná láti fi ṣètò yẹn ṣé o máa ka tó bá ní kó máa padà bọ̀ wá sílé ṣé o ní di akúrẹ̀tẹ̀. ṣé gbogbo ètò gbọ́dọ̀ tó òun ni àwọn ọ̀gá sọ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tó ń lọ nísìnyí wípé kò sí ètò látilẹ̀ kò jẹ́ sí ohun tá à ń pè ní pé èrò pé tí nǹkan yìí bá tiẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ there must be always pé tó bá wá rí bákan kọ́ kí ló wá máa dà fún èmi. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ó ṣèmi náà rí mo ní ìtànjẹ lọ sílùú Qatar.
ìtànjẹ.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ẹ fún mi ní story yẹn.
ok ẹni tó tún wá súnmọ́ mi gan ló tàn mí lọ. mo pẹ́ nìkan náà àtúmọ̀ àgbẹ̀ nígbà tọ́jọ́ tán lọ. wọ́n gbé 5 years pé working gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ti sọ pé
work permit
5 years.
tí ò jẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ní ọ̀hún
lórí ẹ̀.
mo débẹ̀ lóòótọ́ mo ní ìdojúkọ níbí but àmọ́ ọlọ́run ti ń bá mi ṣe dé wọ́n nínú ìdojúkọ yìí tí n bá tiẹ̀ tún sún síwájú díẹ̀ màá tún rí nǹkan o àdébẹ̀.
ṣé o ṣe testimony ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì.
àmọ́ ṣe testimony. mo sọ fún pásítọ̀.
ọmọ mi ń lọ kàtá.
kó tó wá fà á ni pé mo débẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìríjú ọlọ́run àti ọmọ ọlọ́run mo jẹ́ pé gbẹ́sẹ̀ débẹ̀ mo ní ibi yìí mò ń padà tí mo jẹ̀ ti ná gbowó tí mo yáwó lọ ní o àwọn tó ń wò mí tajọ tí mo tún kó lọ sẹ́yìn wọ́n rò pé ẹ̀rín tó ń rin iṣẹ́ ti ya wèrè ni àti dé lo òyìnbó mo dé mi ò tí ì débi tí mo lọ pé mò ń padà báwo pẹ̀lú over going to 2 million naira mo ní mò ń padà. àdébẹ̀ ọjọ́ kìíní ọjọ́ kẹta àṣẹńtà lọ bá gan inú desert ló ń sùn ó jẹ́ ń fi akoto hàn mí pé total ni mo ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ o kìíní kan mo ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ o so pé òun ti bá wa rí iṣẹ́ o mo débẹ̀ èmi gan mo tún fún lóúnjẹ.
ó náwó ẹ̀ tán kó tó lé ẹ padà.
mo dé wọ́n ní àti ẹ̀ tún máa ṣe test pé ká lè tún regularize the paper a lọ ṣe test gbogbo test àti ṣàì pé mi ní àìsàn lára wọn ni mo lè ṣiṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ wá dà kò síṣẹ́. ọ̀sẹ̀ kejì mo ti ń lọ ń bá ẹni tí mo dín pùlánkì tó ti gbé mo ti ń lọ lé yẹn ní kí ni mo fẹ́ lọ ṣe ń lé ṣé ìwé mo ti jalè ládùúgbò ṣé mi mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ kí n tó máa bọ̀ ni àmọ́ ni mo ti ń lọ lé àwọn kejì mi ní pé má ti lọ àwọn ni mò ń lọ àwa tó wá tajọ wá ń bí nǹkan tí wọ́n lọ ṣe bí lídà wa mo èmi ti ń lọ o pé ibi yìí ó bẹ́tà kí n tó padà sí ibi tí mo wá bọ̀ àmọ́ ní àárín ẹ̀ ni Ọlọ́run ti fún mi ní àìdíà tó jẹ́ kí n jẹ́ èèyàn lénìí mo wà ní ojú oorun nígbà tí mo rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú yàrá yẹn èèyàn bíi 8 jẹ́ ń sùn yàrá bọ́ǹkì mo ṣe wáyé kí màmá gbélé lè nítòótọ́ mo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń bọ́ díẹ̀ kúrò nínú jàǹbá ni àmọ́ ó sì sàn díẹ̀ níbi tí mo ti ń tubé lọ pé búrẹ́dì náà kàn ń ya jẹ láì ṣe wèrè kò tiẹ̀ tí wàá sí oúnjẹ Nigeria food
ó wà ó mọ́ ni.
ẹnu kò tiẹ̀ sí ní Qatar at that time ní Doha kò sí I was talking about 2011 or 12 but tó pọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ máa ń ya fake picture lórí Facebook gankan a máa fi pé àwọn tó jẹ́ staff mi gan mi sọ fún wọn pé ìdojúkọ báyìí mo ní all is well.
it is well.
wọ́n láwọn bọ̀ àmúlẹ̀ máa tó débi láìpẹ́ wọ́n ní mi máa lọ àmúlẹ̀.
kódà kéèyàn má sì jẹun lóyìnbó yóò mọ fresh ni afẹ́fẹ́ bẹ̀ wàá máa fresh ni.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni so mo wá sùn ní sometime 2008 títí di àkókò yìí mo ní àǹfààní láti máa bá àwọn ọlọ́pàá ṣe iṣẹ́ ìrìn àjò up to this moment tí dé level DIG level ní Nàìjíríà so àwọn ọlọ́pàá ṣe sọ fún tẹ́lẹ̀ pé ó jẹ́ máa bá wọn aráàlú ṣe wọ́n ní mi lè bá ẹni tí wèrè bá ti pààrọ̀ ẹ̀ rí tó bá rí mẹkáníìkì ó máa sá lọ́wọ́ mi lè máa gbowó wọ́n ní ó lè máa ṣe láì gbowó nígbà tí mo wà lójú oorun yẹn nǹkan kan wá sọ fún pé 0 deposit ó kúkú lè ṣe wọ́n ní mo fi di ẹni tó ń ṣe travel agency mo á gbé 0 deposit ṣe wá Nàìjíríà mo fi ṣáko nkàtà láàtà ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́ta ibi tí mo ná 2.something million lọ mo yáwó tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì padà wá sí Nàìjíríà láti wá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ all over again
láti tún kó
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kọ́tà ń pè ní 0 deposit.
mo ń bọ̀ Ibrahim Simeon ó sọ̀rọ̀ ó send message ẹ̀rí reaction ó pọ̀ gan lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí.
ó dẹ̀ máa help wa.
àwọn èèyàn ń react seriously ó ní mí pé n tá à ń sọ yìí ó nítumọ̀ sáwọn èèyàn gan.
Jamin.
ó ní Mr. Yemi I'm in Vienna but before I came here I went through hell if not for my siblings I would have been a dead person. In my own opinion if you have good things you are doing at home please stay in Naija and come for holidays in Europe. Another one, Oyetunji A. Ojo. Only this Qatar story, shay, but it's an eye-opener for you and for us, sir. Yes. àwọn tó wà lóyìnbó náà ti ń dáhùn ipe téèyàn bá ní nǹkan tó ń ṣe gidi ńlé kó jókòó sílé kó fèsì ẹ̀ gbogbo
torí iṣẹ́ bíríkìlà
all that glitters and all gold.
iṣẹ́ bíríkìlà tí èmi ò lè ṣe níbì tí wọ́n pẹ́ àwọn àlùmọ́ńjìrì kọ́ ló ń dá ìjì o ló ń ṣe ọ̀nà ni wọ́n ló wà ńlẹ̀ tó jẹ́ wà ńlẹ̀ yẹn ẹ tún máa jàdú ni nídàájí ní ọ̀hún tó mo ṣáà pé mi lè gbégbé ayé báyìí mo ṣe padà kò pé àwọn kejì náà àwọn náà ń padà ọlọ́run ló ní mi tí ta mọ́tò ẹyọ kan tí mo ní síbi àti pé mi tí ti lé iṣẹ́ pa so mo manage méjì láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì sí mi tàbí àtàwọn èèyàn rí mo ní kí lè wá ṣe.
ó fẹ́ yín kan dé mú.
mo ní mo ti dé báwo tá a ti náà pé a máa bá yín mo ní gbogbo nǹkan tí ẹni yẹn sọ kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹni yẹn gangan tó wá rán mi lọ èmi gan lọ́hùn mo ti kọ́kọ́ sẹ́ndì ẹ̀ padà wá sílé láti fún un lówó torí kò síbi tó ń sùn kò síbi tó ń sùn ohun gangan tó ní kí n wá àṣé pọ̀ ló ti wá máa tàn mí ó jẹ́ tàn mí wá ó jẹ́ mọ ìṣòro mi ó jẹ́ lọ yáwó kí físà nǹkan tó bọ́ sí ó tó bí ọdún kan kọ́ta ló bí oṣù mẹ́ta ó jẹ́ mọ ìṣòro mi so bí ìdojúkọ pọ̀ òótọ́ ọbẹ̀ ni wípé ìrìn àjò lọ sílùú òyìnbó ó tún ṣe pẹ̀lú adẹ́dá àti ẹlẹ́dàá tiwa ó dára ó gbé nàìjíríà mo wà nílùú Port Harcourt mo pariwo gan pé mo ní ọlọ́run bá wa ṣe àtìrìn rẹ̀ níbẹ̀ mo wà níbẹ̀ mo sọ pé àwọn ọmọ ìlú yẹn wọn kì í jáde mi ò jáde dẹ́kun rí wọ́n jẹ́ lówó wọn kì í lọ ibì kankan mo wá pariwo láti bí ọ̀sẹ̀ kan tí mo pariwo yẹn reaction jẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbègbèsẹ̀ ìlú òyìnbó dára fún àwọn tó bá ní ìfojúsùn ìlú òyìnbó dára fún àwọn tó bá ní plan ìlú òyìnbó dára fún àwọn tó bá ní guidance ìlú òyìnbó dára fún ẹni tó bá lè rọ́jú kì í ṣe pé ibi tí èèyàn dé ìyàtọ̀ díẹ̀ náà ló fẹ́ wà níbí àti bẹ̀ ohun tó kàn bà ibi jẹ́ títí di àkókò yìí ni pé ibi yìí kò tí ì sí ọjọ́ pé solution máa wá sí ìṣòro ayé wa ní Nàìjíríà kò sí pé in the next 20 years pé a máa rí solution ṣé tẹ́lẹ̀ máa tẹ̀ mọ́ pé ìrètí wà o níbi tí mo ń lọ o èèyàn á faradà má wọ́rí tèmi July fẹ́ dé àníkú síbẹ̀ àmọ́ ilé ìta wà yìí nígbà tí ẹgbẹ́ àwọn olóṣèlú tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dìbò 2019 tán tó dín àti 2020 tó ti ń para wọn ẹjọ́ sà gbogbo èèyàn máa kọ́kọ́ Nàìjíríà kí gbogbo èèyàn kọ́kọ́ Nàìjíríà.
kí ló wà dé.
ó ti tójú ẹ̀ sà.
kí ló dé.
the only thing ni pé má bá wọn lọ on border make sure pé o lọ genuinely because ohun tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí kò tó jẹ mọ́ Nàìjíríà there is overpopulation already here.
ṣé kò sí overpopulation lọ́hùn.
ó wà mọ́ ètò wà ohun tó máa fẹ́ jẹ́ wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé iye nọ́mbà báyìí la máa jẹ́ ní 10 years wọ́n ti ṣètò fún. wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé lé báyìí kò ní tó èèyàn mọ́ in the next 5 years wọ́n ti ṣètò fún.
ara nǹkan tí The Nation point out wípé ó jẹ́ problem tí àwọn èèyàn fi ń sá kúrò nílùú ara ẹ̀ ní tẹ̀ mẹ́nu báyìí. Wálé Michael fẹ́ fi nǹkan kankan rọ̀.
ẹ ṣe ṣẹ́rí it's good to separate issues. kéèyàn kúrò Nàìjíríà kó lọ ṣọlidé bóyá ó lọ fún tọ̀ ó yàtọ̀ sí migration o migration ni pé mo change address mi mo lọ ń gbèlú òyìnbó mo fẹ́ máa ṣiṣẹ́ mo fẹ́ lọ tẹ̀dó ìtẹ̀dó ó yàtọ̀ sí pé mo kàn lọ ṣọlidé o ó yàtọ̀ síra wọn irú àwọn ará Port Harcourt tí ọ̀gá wa sọ yẹn wọ́n fẹ́ lọ ṣọlidé.
tàwa lọ̀gá náà méjì ọ̀gá wa.
now àwọn yẹn fẹ́ lọ ṣọlidé ó yàtọ̀ sí ẹni tí ó wò pókè I'm a professional here maybe I'm a doctor I'm an engineer I want to move ahead and take my trade to another country or I want to go and study àwọn migrants àwọn lele professionals artisans àti àwọn tó lọ kàwé migrant ni wọn wherever you stay in a country and can work there is a migrant every student has opportunity to work so they are considered as pseudo migrants because even with that paper it makes you an experienced national of that country so to say and then you can easily integrate into their system from the example that my brother gave let me point out something bóyá ènìyàn parọ́ fún wọn bá àwọn náà ò mọ tán fẹ́ lọ ṣe kán tó lọ. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò sí pé òṣìṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ wà àwọn náà ti sọ òótọ́ jẹ́ wọn.
kò lè ṣe irú iṣẹ́ yẹn ni.
he said bricklayer. àbí.
tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń dù.
tó bá jẹ́ pé bricklayer gangan.
ó ní màá ṣiṣẹ́ nílé epo mo wá lọ ṣe nebosh ẹ̀wọ̀n pé èmi mo ti ṣe tó mechanical engineering mo ṣe ní poli Ìbàdàn. ọdún mo ti lọ ń ṣe máa ṣe HSC course mo ṣe nebosh mo ṣe safety course pẹ̀lú àwọn àgbàlagbà tí mo tún kó dání láti make sure pé mo fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ní àṣekòsí ọ̀lì kankan.
Thank you.
àṣẹ desert ni.
desert that is where the problem is.
inú desert náà lè pọ̀ wá.
bọ́sẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ṣe bricklayer tán fi lọ wọ́n yẹn sí. tó àìpẹ́ tó jẹ́ bricklayer gangan ni kò máa ní lára.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
a ṣe.
that's the point.
toró máa bẹ́tà ju tó ń gbà ń bí lọ.
yes.
ẹ jọ sà dọ́là kan láàárọ̀ yìí $4.85 ni tí ò bá jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ní parallel market ẹ gbàgbé tí báǹkì ń sọ wọn ò ní ta fún yín báǹkì. even when you have value tá a fẹ́ sanwó school jẹ̀ nílé we may wait 4 weeks kó tó kàn wá because CBN must approve all their FX transfer and then so we will now give you a night that fẹ́ fi ṣe petty things in bíbá so if you are looking at that euro is 600 pounds is 600 or something so how do you now tó bá ń pé lóòótọ́ bí ọ̀gá ṣe sọ bí i pé dandan ni kò bí wá travel èmi ò ní pé dandan ni but fẹ́ni tó bá wù tó dára ni bẹ́ẹ̀ yóò ṣe ní máa gbé
fẹ́ni tó bá wù tó mọ ohun tó fẹ́ lọ ṣe
ó dára
tó mọ
ó dára gan sa
tí ohun tó fẹ́ lọ ṣe tó mọ̀ ń bí jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀
ó dára gan sa
tí kì í ṣe ẹ̀tàn
ó dára
tí ó sì gbọ̀nà ẹ̀bùrú.
tí ó gbọ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣẹ́rọ́nà ẹ̀bùrú yẹn gangan ló ń jẹ́ irregular.
a wà lọ polówó ọjà a padà dé a fẹ́ lójú yẹkẹtẹ a tọwọ́ bọ̀ ayọ̀ correct jáde ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ wá lé ẹ̀ bá pè wọlé ẹ̀ sì ẹ̀ mọ̀ fi tì í kùn.
Not a new level. We are sample your ticket from Baskin to yesterday's gone today. Keep me a lucky day. For Baskin to Baskin go. You are royal, you we are gonna make me bad. We Baskin to go check these cars out today. Keep me a lucky day.
Playground for kings.
As the best man, I'd like to give a toast. But first, I have a few things to say. The money they are spraying the couple is reducing. It seems some people have rubbed glue under their shoes to pack it.
Clearly, he's been watching Comedy Nights or maybe My Siblings and I on Africa Magic Urban, DSTV channel 153. Now, you too can get inspired by our local entertainment. Get a HD decoder, dish, plus 1 month DSTV compact subscription for only 18,600 Naira. Because great stories start on DSTV.
Who is this? So, hello?
Now you be the lucky customer where we want dash our Adam's apple olive cream. We go help reduce the size of your Adam's apple. You go flat am saute.
What's the ear no could hear? Ha! If to see I don't get data now, I for don't know who they call, no pick am.
No matter your phone, whether you get data or not, you sabi who they call. Turn up Kulele Mind with MTN who they call. Now 5 naira per day and 15 naira per month. Dial star 5058 hash. Make you enjoy.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Neighbor, this your phone I don't dey eye am since so.
Hey, na itel A37 no. Even my daughter dey follow me drag am and the camera clear.
How much you buy am?
Shikini money, and if you buy am now, itel fit sama you with 37 seconds of shopping spree for Easter.
True.
Oh yes, win 37 seconds shopping spree this Easter when you buy the new itel A37 smartphone with water drop display. Promo runs from March 20th till April 30th. Terms and conditions apply. itel A37, your best choice.
Oṣù Àbíyì, oṣù àpẹ́lẹ́, oṣù ẹ̀yọ́nú tún ti dé o. Oṣù Ramadan tí gbogbo èèyàn máa ń jìfà fàmìàfàmìà lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba Allah pẹ̀lú ṣíṣe àwọn onígbọ̀wọ́ ètò lọ́lọ́kọ̀ òjọ̀kan yálà lóru àti lọ́sàn-án àwẹ̀ Ramadan. Ìyẹn lórí ìkànnì ọmọlúwàbí Splash FM 105.5 àti Lágẹ̀lú FM 96.7. Àsìkò rẹ̀ o látún ti wá fagbọ̀n kọ́rẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba lékè ọlá pẹ̀lú ṣíṣe àwọn onígbọ̀wọ́ ètò bí oníṣẹ́jú 5, 10 àti 15. Bákan náà làǹfààní tún ṣí sílẹ̀ fún yín o láti kẹ́bùn wá fàmìàfàmìà fáwọn èèyàn láti máa fi ṣèfàjẹ́ lóru àwẹ̀. ẹ tètè máa bọ̀ wá o sí ìkànnì ọmọlúàbí Splash FM àti Lágẹ̀lú FM òkè gájòkè láti wá ṣòǹgbọ̀wọ́ àwọn ètò nínú lámẹ́lẹ́rẹ̀ yìí. Fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ pè Amir Lukman Tijani sórí nọ́mbà yìí 080-733-21933. Oṣù àwẹ̀ Ramadan tó wọlé dé yìí Ọlọ́run ọba ò ní dùn wá ládàá Allahumma àmín.
If only we could show you on radio our stylish new look. Amstel Malta. But since we can't, go to the nearest store to pick up some Amstel Malta. And for Team Fit fam, try the new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. New look Amstel Malta.
And new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. So good for you.
Amstel Malta. Be your best.
OneXBet don land with big ogbonge odds and sharp cash out method. You will like sports. This na your big opportunity to take make better money on top all your bets. Wey be bigger win. My Naija people, abeg make una no sleep on this one. Make you rush now. Go visit our website on onexbet.ng. No forget to use the promo code BETNG and you go get 200% bonus on your first deposit. OneXBet, bet wey dey for everybody.
Live.
Oh yes.
Slash 105.5 FM. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ti gbọ́ àti kékeré. Ẹ tún náà fà.
If them take for oil, even if them burn the oil, Nigeria go survive. I say if them drink the oil, no matter how them try, Nigeria go survive. Our roots them strong for ground, ancestors no go gree, Nigeria go survive. The God of thunder and lightning, unite and shield Nigeria, Nigeria go survive. Nigeria go survive, Africa go survive, my people go survive, Nigeria go survive. Nigeria go survive, Africa go survive, my people go survive, Nigeria go survive. Andrew, no check out, say what? Stay and build your country, Nigeria go survive. Now who go die for you, Blood is thicker than water, Nigeria go survive. If Andrew doing work, and me I do my own, Nigeria go survive. If I lead them
Many talented and brilliant Nigerians have had their promising future ruined by their desperation to seek greener pastures abroad. Some of them who quit thriving jobs at home end up doing menial jobs abroad, with several others becoming fugitives in the long run. Your reactions to that?
Those professionals, they didn't travel right. They traveled wrongly. If you're a professional, let's say you're an engineer in Nigeria, and now you are going to the UK with a 6-month visa, and you want to stay put there. You want to you want to become a migrant with a visitor's visa. You have traveled wrong. And when you go to the right place and you get the right counsel and you are willing to do the right thing, it may cost you more in time and in money. But the truth is, if you are an engineer in Nigeria and you successfully begin to practice engineering in the UK, you are a better person, financial wise. Of course, you make more money. There is no joke about that. Do you see how people in the UK, in the US, people abroad generally, do you see how they buy properties cheaply now in Nigeria? Cheaply. It's 10 million. Just laugh, 10 million. How much is that? 5,000. 5,000 pounds. Okay, please, just pay them. I'm telling you. Because our currency keeps, flattening out. But if you have not done it right, it's a terrible thing. Now, there are two ways to look at it. People have different motives why they do what they do. If your target is only money, people still do the odd job. An engineer here in Nigeria, if he's lucky to get a job, if he is lucky to get a job, maybe he'll be earning $1 million per month.
Where? Okay,
in Nigeria.
Maybe multinational.
If he's lucky to get a good job, let me say a good job, maybe with Shell or
well, anywhere.
Let's assume he makes $1 million per month. But hustling, what I mean by hustling, odd jobs in the UK can give you more than 2.5 million naira equivalent per month. So if your interest is to build a career and you are in the UK and you are working at the car wash, you will not be fulfilled, though you are making more money than you will have made in Nigeria.
There's a difference between fulfillment
and financial ability. Yes. Yes. But if your interest is to make money, maybe you don't even want to practice engineering. Your parents just force you to go and study engineering. And engineering will fetch you only 1 million naira, which is not certain. It's not even certain in Nigeria. But you can be in the UK and make 2.5 million naira equivalent. And then you want to be a farmer. And then with your 2.5 million naira per month, you can invest $1 million in Nigeria.
But remember, out of your 2.5 million naira, you are still going to pay tax. You cannot.
The accommodation.
Yes, accommodation, everything. So you are just talking about 2.5 million. What comes to the table?
But even at
what comes to the table at the end?
That's quality life has a cost. We are telling our government, give us quality life too. We will pay for it. If you are making the money and won't you pay for it, you will pay for a quality life.
Please quickly react to this before we move to Jubala. Henry was a top insurance broker in Nigeria before he migrated to the United Kingdom for greener pastures on the crest of highly skilled migrant program, HSMP visa.
Yes, good document.
Good document.
Good document.
That document is good, Abi.
It's good, yes.
As a top flight insurance broker, he had everything going for him. Decent accommodation, fairly good car, blah, 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 blah. He felt this was not adequate. So he had read about how well insurance brokers are paid abroad and imagine how his life would change if he traveled out and earned a salary which, when converted to Naira, would turn him into an instant millionaire, just like you said, 2.5 million every month. To actualize his dream, he quit his job and left for the UK with a promise to people he left behind that he would soon begin to send dollars and hard currency and cars, back home here. On getting to the UK, he tried his best to secure a job similar to the one he was doing in Nigeria, but he could not get any. Why?
Yes. You see, having a work permit and getting a job, they are two different things. Okay, for instance, I will tell some clients, I say, okay, for us to go through this, you have to get an insurance for 1 year that will cater for this and this and this and this and this. And they say, why now? That's too much. And I say, fine. If you don't have such prerequisites, you won't get the required employment. There are papers you must have. Your documentation must be adequate. If you are supposed to have 10 documents and you have 9, that one document will shortchange you. We don't have the full details about Henry's case here. If we can only speak with Henry, he too will confess that in this area, I did not meet up. Probably he had to write some certification exams, which he failed to write.
Of course.
Or which, after writing the exam, he failed it. It is not impossible. Those are little things. But the truth is, if you are a corp professional, doctor, insurance broker, engineer, nurses, and you want to work abroad, and you can do what it takes
to get all certifications,
is a better life. In fact, it's not a change of destination for you.
Well,
it's the change of destiny.
For every case, let me just come in briefly. I realize that even when you are working with multinational, a lot of bank managers today, they are in the state of depression because they never know maybe they will be locked out of the office anytime soon because the economy is not helping at all the financial institution. Even multinational company, if company like P&G can get out of Nigeria without holding back anything, they are newly just finished factory at this Ogun State, Agbara, over hundreds of millions of dollars.
They abandoned it.
Of course, they just have to flee away because the country is not helping. I don't expect the president of this country not to have even intervened in whatever ways because that same P&G has employed over 10,000 souls. And out of the 10,000, you could have imagined that 10,000, they will be attached to five people. That shows that 50,000 people are on P&G job alone, and they allow P&G to leave Nigeria. Kai, there is problem in the country.
Where is better?
If such person is working with P&G and he has a even little offer below what is even earning, he will sincerely run and take up the something.
Alagbajibola, ṣé ohun tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń sọ ni pé àfikún ògbà kákò ń lu yìí? Pé kò sí ìrètí mọ́ ń lu yìí.
Tó o bá ní fún èmi níwájú Ọlọ́run àtẹ Jésù ní ìrètí wa báyìí.
Jésù náà ní ìrètí wa láti ilẹ̀ náà.
Ẹ̀hún ní ìrètí wa láti ilẹ̀ àmọ́ ìjọba tí wọ́n jẹ́ kó fi darí wa kò sí òótọ́. Kò jẹ́ sí pé ìjọ kan báyìí la máa bọ́ nínú ìṣòro tá a wà. The unemployment saga keep going up. As at few days ago they say it's 33.7. Now I'm looking at that is Buria Sasisi ló ṣe yẹn o. Kò mẹ́ta wa mọ̀ ní agboolé wa tá a mọ̀ pé èèyàn bíi mẹ́jọ níyàn mẹ́wàá ò níṣẹ́. Ẹgẹ́tẹ̀ bàbá Àjẹ̀bú ló ń jẹ́ kí ẹlòmíì kó wà. Tí bàbá Àjẹ̀bú ti jẹ́ tán báyìí everybody náà tún wá padà sí square zero ni ní owó tó nílẹ̀.
Tí bàbá Àjẹ̀bú bá ti jẹ́ tán.
Ó padà sí square zero tó kò sí pé bàbá Àjẹ̀bú ti ń padà jẹyàn tán. Of course ni ó máa fún ẹ lọ́jọ́ kan ọjọ́ kẹta bá gba gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà ni. Bó ṣe yí nìyẹn sà. So the problem here tó wà Nàìjíríà kì í ṣe problem tí ó lè solve within 10 years. Kí ìbàjẹ́ ti lè solve tọ́lọ̀ employment máa ti increase gbogbo ìgbà.
Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé rédíò lẹ́jọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yìí? Ohun tẹ́ ń sọ fún wa ni pé kò sí ìrètí nílùú yìí.
Kò sí ìrètí sà.
Àwa ní ìrètí nílùú yìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ kò sí kí pé bí a ní ìrètí àmọ́ tó a bá.
Àwa ní ìrètí nílùú yìí.
Ìrètí tí à ń sọ báyìí.
Bello Bankẹ́ ní Kàríléwọ́ ok àrọ́wọ́ yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń send message ok.
Ìrètí tí à ń sọ báyìí ni pé àkọ́kọ́ ìrètí tó lè fi kọ́kọ́ dára lójú ni pé kí iṣẹ́ wà. Kọ́ tiẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ gbàgbé òṣèlú láti a sì ní ọdún méjì mẹ́ta láti kíjọba yẹn parí ẹ ṣe bọ́ sórí ìjọba ẹ ti ń ronú 2023.
Even 2027 in some
places. Wọ́n ti ń ronú. Ní ebi jẹ́ ń pa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn kú lójoojúmọ́.
Ìyẹn ló fà á tí àwọn èèyàn ṣàfihàn sápò ń lù.
Wọ́n ní ara níní ti pọ̀ jù. Tí ara bá jẹ́ ti ní èèyàn jù wàhálà ni.
Ẹ jẹ́ ń gbọ́ ti bẹ̀m̀bẹ́ ti bí nọ́mbà tẹ́ máa pè sí torí mo fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn wá pè láti ilé dáadáa ní àwọn àsìkò tó kù yìí 08091551055 08056998678 àti 07069493000.
Ìlú ìsúnmí ẹbí ìtọ́jú máa pọ̀ nínú yìí máa pọ̀ nínú yìí pátápátá tí máa lọ pátápátá. Mo ń gba visa wa o.
Ṣá lè ká lọ ṣá.
Ẹ máa bọ̀. Ayé ìbò. Ẹ wá fún mi visa. Ayé ìbò. Ẹ wá fún mi visa. Ìlú ìsúnmí. Ẹ wá fún mi visa. Ẹbí ìpọ́jù. Ẹ wá fún mi visa. Ẹsì future. Ẹ wá fún mi visa.
Fídíò Bẹ̀m̀bẹ́ Aládìsá tẹ́ ń gbọ́ yìí ó wà lórí péèjì Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited lórí Facebook ẹ lọ wò ń bẹ̀. Bẹ̀m̀bẹ́ Aládìsá yìí ẹ rí fídíò ẹ̀ wò lórí Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited bá a ṣe ń play ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí ẹ lọ wò ń bẹ̀ láàrin ìṣẹ́jú díẹ̀.
Ẹbí ìpọ́jù. Ẹ wá fún mi visa. Ẹsì future. Ẹ wá fún mi visa. Ẹsì security. Ẹ wá fún mi visa. Kí n máa bọ̀. Ẹ wá fún mi visa. Èmi kí n máa bọ̀. Ẹ wá fún mi visa. Government of the people, say by the people, and for the people, record democracy. Irọ́ rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú rẹ̀ wà níbẹ̀ yẹn rẹ̀ púpọ̀. Democratically speaking, fọwọ́ náà rẹ̀ yín. Èsì ń kọ́ nǹkan mẹ́kúnnú iṣẹ́ tó wà jẹ́fẹ́ lálọ́kù títí líjọ́ kìíní jẹ́ wí bàbá fagbóyò. Ọ̀rọ̀ òyìnbó lè jẹ́ reality wa suffering and panic orí má ti kábàáyé ikú. Mr. President, ó ti sú mi. Our governors ó ti sú wa. Mr. President. president ó ti sùn mí.
ẹ̀yin senators ó ti sùn wá.
ojoojúmọ́ rẹ̀ ìwọ yankí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n dùgbẹ̀ international relationship rọ́bà kiri ọ̀wọ́ ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ ọwọ́ dára ní àmà sún wọn lílé àwọn àpò ẹ̀ iṣẹ́ máa má lọ kú wí nàìjà ìlú olóyin nàìjà ìlú rẹ́kọ́dẹ̀ dọmọ yín wọ yankí nàìjà ìlú rẹ́kọ́dẹ̀ dọmọ yín wọ bìtìkò nàìjà ìlú rẹ́kọ́dẹ̀ dọmọ yín wọ yankí nàìjà ìlú rẹ́kọ́dẹ̀ dọmọ yín wọ bìtìkò káwọn ọmọ wọn bá wálé ní parọ́dún ròyìn dé iṣẹ́ máa má ọ̀pẹ̀sà wa mẹ̀kúnnú láì nídìí mẹ̀kúnnú ikú bàlámù mọ́ra iṣọ́ mọ́ra jalè kíyẹ̀ bá yàgò sọ́wọ́ sásù tó lè rè padà rẹ̀
ìjọba wáyé níbo là ń lọ ìjọba wáyé ẹ wá dá wa lò ìyà yìí ti tó ẹkúnnù bíbẹ ìyà yìí ti tó tálíkà ń lọ ìjọba wáyé níbo là ń lọ ìjọba wáyé ẹ wá dá wa lò ẹ dá wa lóhùn sẹ́
mẹ́kúnnù kígbe ìyà yìí ti tó tálíkà ń lọ.
àbí táwọn ọmọ ìgàdà fìdí bọ́tù láti libya $1,000 rọ fi wọn wá lówó gbàmá bínú n kò mọ gba $1 di náírà Mr. President ẹgbẹ̀rún kọ̀ọ̀kan náírà rọ fi wọn wálé látẹ̀kọ̀ owó ìkúbi sọ́wọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀sì èmi owó ìkúbi sọ́wọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀sì kéde rán ọmọ ìjìyà lìkí pọ́lì rè má bí yín visa vita rẹ mo fẹ́ lu yẹn mánéjì ìsúnmí ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì ẹ̀yẹ ìgbò fẹ́ lájẹ bọ́gà ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì ẹ̀yẹ ìgbò fẹ́ lámi bọ́gà ẹ̀yẹ ìgbò
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
yàgbà ẹ̀yẹ ìgbò
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
ìlú ìsúnmí
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
ẹbí ìpọ́jù
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
ẹ̀sì future
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
ẹ̀sì security
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
èmi kí n máa bọ̀
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
kí n máa bọ̀
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
ẹ̀yẹ ìgbò
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
ẹ̀yẹ ìgbò
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
ìlú ìsúnmí
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
ẹbí ìpọ́jù
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
ẹ̀sì future
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
ẹ̀sì security
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
kí n máa bọ̀
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì
èmi kí n máa bọ̀
ẹ̀wà fíìmì lífíìsì.
àwọn ẹkẹ àwọn yẹn kò jẹ́ ká gbádùn mọ́ lígboro ọlọ́run rẹ̀ yẹ́dẹ́ wálé àyùbá lìjọ́ kìíní ẹ̀gún rẹ̀ dájọ́ gbọ́lẹ̀ kan fi yá àyùbá.
ó jọ pé bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ fẹ́ soríire láàárọ̀ yìí o ìjọ tó ti kọ ẹ̀wà fún mi visa kò gba visa o àmọ́ ó jọ pé ìfit flyer àti wálé michael ń sàn kankan lábẹ́ bí ìfit flyer bá ń gbóhùn sókè kílẹ̀ ló ṣe bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ tí bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ bá ń gbọ́ mi báyìí kó gbọ́ mi dáadáa.
lágbára ọlọ́run pẹ̀lú àtìlẹyìn elédùmarè àti àwọn tó já síwájú wa nínú ìrìn àjò yìí à ń wo bí a ṣe máa package wọn lọ sí Jordan láti lọ jẹ gbádùn káwọn náà tiẹ̀ lọ wo bí lo ìbò ṣe rí pé wọ́n kọ̀ọ̀kan ni ayé jẹ̀ dá wọn dúró but àkókò wọn náà tó báyìí ni.
káwọn náà tiẹ̀ rí bí lo ìbò ṣe rí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kán gbóòórùn ẹ̀ wò.
bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ soríire lórí program mi láàárọ̀ ẹ bá ń pè bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ kó pè mí.
wọ́n á lè tún fi kọrin wọ́n á lè tún fi kọrin tí àǹfààní bá jẹ́ yọ tọ́nà bá jẹ́ kán gba visa tó ṣeé ṣe kán ní káwọn máa náà wá lọ gbé lo ìbò tó dáa ọlọ́run àṣẹ.
ní ètò tó dáa tí ń ṣe tí ó débẹ̀ tí ó lọ máa.
rárá
bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ àṣetorí bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ la ṣe ṣètò láàárọ̀ ọlọ́run àṣàánú ọlọ́runjọ́ tí rèmi bá máa dé ọlọ́run má jẹ́ òfò mi dá o. tó bá ti jẹ́ pé tí onírẹ́gúlà ni tí ò ń ṣe ìrẹ́gúlà mo lọ́wọ́ tí o bá ti jẹ́ regular tí n ṣe pé bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ aládìsá congratulations you fit fly wọ́n ti ní wọ́n mú ẹ lọ sí Jordan kó tiẹ̀ lọ rí bí lóyìnbó ṣe rí tó bá sì dé tó àti ṣiṣẹ́ ni wọ́n mọ̀ bọ́ ṣe máa tó Wálé Michael àti you fit fly ẹ mọ̀ ṣeun láàárọ̀ yìí tí orin bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ tá a lọ ọjọ́ tó ti ṣe orin yìí kí bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ bá ń gbọ́ wa kó máa kó pè mí ẹ sọ fún bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ kó pè wá live yes ó yá ẹ jẹ́ n bá àwọn tèmi sọ̀rọ̀ 00915511055 005699868 07069493000. ẹ káàárọ̀.
hello sir ẹ káàárọ̀.
orúkọ yín láti bó sà.
orúkọ mi Mr.
Emmanuel láti.
láti Abuja mo ti bá yín sọ̀rọ̀.
láti Abuja à ń gbọ́ yín sà.
mo láìkí program kan tẹ̀ ń kọjá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ ọlọ́run àti máa fún yín lágbára sí i lórúkọ Jésù olóògùn tì í.
àmín o.
ṣe rí nǹkan tó kàn wá lọ́rọ̀ Nàìjíríà wa ní pé ẹ̀tàn ti pọ̀ tẹ bá rántí ẹ ti ṣe irú program yìí ẹ ti máa ń ṣe báyẹn but àwọn irọ́ wa ti pọ̀ jù kò yẹ yín gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ń parọ́ fáwọn èèyàn too much kò dẹ̀ tí ọ̀nà àbáyọ kankan so àwọn èèyàn tó bá ráyè tí wọ́n á fẹ́ travel ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan travel kò yé yín àwọn èèyàn tó bá fẹ́ lọ ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n lọ Buhari bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń sìn Buhari wà ní London bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń sìn kílé pàtí ò ṣe dúró sí nǹkan tèmi náà fi ní pé ó gba kíní vaccine Oxford vaccine tó gbà tí wọ́n dẹ̀ náà èèyàn ní blood clot even tó ṣe padà sí London yẹn tó fèsì lọ neutralize nǹkan tó ti gbà sára kí kíní ọ̀ máa fi affect ẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀tàn ti pọ̀ jù irọ́ dẹ̀ ti pọ̀ jù tá à ń pa fara wa so àwọn tó bá ní opportunity ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀ jẹ́ kán travel that's my contribution ṣe.
Kúrè kí n mókù dání láti fi so wọ́n báyìí àbíkọ́ lọ́n kó ṣàánú wa ni. Ọláwóore Fúnkẹ́ I like it Uncle Yemi you are just too good keep it up always current and correct thank you Ọláwóore o èmi náà like yín ẹ ṣé o Ọlọ́run ó like gbogbo wa o. Hello somebody.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning sir.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Yes sir.
The topic has been quite interesting and educative.
Please, who is speaking?
Anthony Anderson.
Who?
Anthony.
Anthony from where?
From Ibadan.
Ibadan. Let's have you.
You see, let me use Abraham, at the point, he moved from one place to another. And God cut him to God. When it comes to his son Isaac, Isaac wanted to do the same. God said, I will bless you.
The network
the line
was
is not
bad.
crystal. It's not
Yes,
crystal.
I have some messages
I
here.
can pick his point. He's trying to talk about migration.
Okay.
How Abraham left his own place to travel, and how God also told Isaac to stay in the land Philistine in Genesis 26, and they all both of them prosper. Okay. And of course, they experienced breakthrough.
Thank you very much. Yes, I appreciate that. Yemi Sonde, which Ireti are we talking about? Nigeria lórí irọ́. I thank God, Mr. Wale Michael and Evangelist Ajibola for saving the minds of Nigerian citizens. We don't have government at all. Shikena. Message in here, lórí Facebook ni o. Another message on the Facebook. Abiola Moses. Most times agents do not tell the victims the truth because they know well that they can't do their personal research. Most people don't have purpose of traveling. The only thing is to hustle, but the strategies to get working permit, they don't know.
Yes, that is the point. Congrats
to the artist Bembe. That's Afolabi Mojid. Wọ́n ti ń kí Bembe kú oríire.
Yeah, Olúwàbá Ṣédélẹ̀. Because don't ṣe ń play orin yẹn mo sọ fún ọ̀gá wa níbàyí pé ṣé bí you fit fly lọ sí Jordan. Àwa ṣe máa wá nǹkan tá a máa ṣe on our part from online dynamics. Ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ. Torí nílùú gidi irú àwọn tó ń jẹ́ èèyàn báyìí ó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe dáadáa ni ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ kó ṣe rí bí Jordan ló ń ṣe ìlú èbó lájà tanra wa o ìlú èbó is Europe, America, Canada. Jordan is Middle East, am I correct sir? Yes sir. Ìlú Lárúbáwá ni o ẹ tó bá ń lọ sáwọn ìlú yẹn Israel àwọn Qatar kó mọ̀ pé ó fẹ́ lọ ṣe fàájì tó bá fẹ́ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀ mú ìwé iṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Lárúbáwá ń ṣọ̀rẹ́ wa o wọn ń ṣọ̀rẹ́ wa o tẹ bá wo dáadáa in the issue of migration.
tó tẹ́ ń sọ ni pé tó bá yẹ kó fẹ́ lọ dósàn àfikún bá ṣe àti mú ìwé iṣẹ́ dání ṣùgbọ́n kó kọ́kọ́ lọ kó tiẹ̀ ṣe fàájì kó lọ bá lù fífà ṣe fàájì ẹ bá ń gbé sórí pósítà kan tiẹ̀ rí pé Bẹ̀mbẹ̀ Aládìsá ó travel tó tiẹ̀ tí ń sọ látijọ́ yìí àjọ ẹ̀gbà náà nìyẹn ó tiẹ̀ wọ pléènì ó travel.
no tó bá ti yọjú sí Mr. Sonde
you fit fly Bẹ̀mbẹ̀ Aládìsá tó bá ń gbọ́ wọn ni kó tiẹ̀ wá lọ ṣe fàájì nílùú òyìnbó oní tó tiẹ̀ kọ yìí nílùú Jordan kó tiẹ̀ lọ yọ kóhun tiẹ̀ wọ plane kó lọ òyìnbó kankan.
message tí àǹtí yẹn said nípa àwọn agent pé wọ́n ń sọ òótọ́
ẹ bá ń dá sí.
ó ní mò ń ṣàlàyé lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbà.
Bẹ̀mbẹ̀ ti ń pè mí Bẹ̀mbẹ̀ Aládìsá ti ń pè báyìí mo rò pọ́n ti sọ fún un. hello.
hello sir.
ta ló ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
Bẹ̀mbẹ̀ Aládìsá ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí o.
Bẹ̀mbẹ̀ Aládìsá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe òun gbọ́ ètò ni àbí wọ́n pè ẹ́ wọ́n sọ fún ẹ.
wọ́n tún pè mí dáadáa.
o ní. hello.
hello sir.
o ní kí ni. hello. network yẹn ni a pè padà òun ló pè wá èmi ò fi the other number pè. yes.
nǹkan tó ń sọ nípa àwọn agent yẹn ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbà mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn síwájú bí báyìí àwọn tí the so called agent The so-called agents, they are just business people. They are not professionals. When it comes to migration, they are business people. My best hotel, my best call ticket. It's not the same thing as migration practice.
It's not.
So, mo le gbé travel ó yàtọ̀ sí pé mo fẹ́ migrate. Anybody can travel. Anybody can buy tickets. Anybody can book hotels. You know. But when it comes to, I want to go and settle down in another country, it involves a lot more that only a professional can handle. So that is the point. So we tell the people, make sure you talk to professionals. Not that my aburo abamiṣe, my ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan abamiṣe, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kan ní òun abami. No. Talk to professional.
Kó pè mí padà sórí nọ́mbà tó ń pè sí yẹn, mò ń connect mọ́ Bluetooth kí àwọn ará ilé lè gbọ́ dáadáa ni kó pè wá padà. Yes, bẹ́ẹ̀ máa bá mi ṣe ti pọ̀ jù. Now ẹgbẹ́ yín kí lẹ̀ ń ṣe sí àwọn tí aláṣàwọ̀ tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ yín.
Kò sí nǹkan tá a lè ṣe. Except government that's why I said government is not yet serious. Government need to regulate. And the only way they can regulate is to identify with practitioners and give us the government backing. Severally, we have written to, we will still do more. We will still do more. We need legislation to regulate migration.
Hello, Bembe. Hello.
Yes, sir.
À ń gbọ́ ẹ báyìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, sir. Mo ń gbọ́ yín báyìí, sir.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ Bembe Aládìsá ṣe òun gbọ́ wa ni àbí wọ́n pè ẹ́.
Àwọn èèyàn pè mí dáadáa. Ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé mi lè miss program yìí tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀.
Ṣé o ti gbọ́ ohun tí You Fit Fly àti Online Dynamics náà sọ lórí ètò yìí báyìí?
Mo gbọ́ dáa ṣùgbọ́n mo mọ̀ wípé gbogbo ogo ní Ọlọ́run, ọlá yín náà ni.
Ọlọ́run ni o. Dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn méjèèjì kò dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Splash FM Ọlọ́run ajẹ́gbé torí ẹ̀ la ṣe gbé tòsí ta lẹ́nì. Èyí sì tí ì rí ẹ lẹ́yìn ọdún márùn-ún yìí tí ìfojú kan bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀.
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ You Fit Fly o, mo dẹ̀ ti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Online Dynamics àbísà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àti Splash FM torí bí without Splash FM this might not happen. And mo tún wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run dáadáa fún brother mi Yemi Sonde. Ẹni tó ń kún ọ̀wá tí ò fi wálẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ní fẹ́ yín náà sílẹ̀ o. Mo appreciate that.
Ìjọ́ wo ló ti kọrin yẹn wá fún mi ní visa iná?
2003 mà nìyẹn.
You Fit Fly ṣó gbọ́? 2003.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ó ti pẹ́ 2003.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Sí 2021. Ọdún kelo ní ẹ bá mi ṣe mathematics. 18 years.
18 years, yeah.
Kí ló rò dé bẹ́ẹ̀ tó fi ń kọrin ẹ wá fún mi ní visa gan?
Ẹ mọ̀ wípé Ọlọ́run máa ń fi ìran àwọn tiẹ̀. Ìran ni. I saw Nigeria in a Waterloo.
Wow.
Meanwhile, kò dẹ̀ sí bó ṣe wá ṣe tí ò ní ṣẹlẹ̀.
Ẹ kàn bá mi react sí ó ti ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ sọ̀rọ̀.
Gbogbo ògo fọ́lọ́run àwọn tí ò tiẹ̀ dúpẹ́ báyìí náà ta tiẹ̀ kú lọ mú nílé náà gbogbo náà tán da pọ̀ mọ́ wa wọ́n ṣoríire so adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé ènìyàn lọ́jọ́ yín pé àjẹ̀dúpẹ́ pé bójẹ̀ ṣe pé kò ní bàjẹ́ Ọlọ́run tó jẹ́ káà náà ṣe lè rí akun alápá láti make sure pé àmúṣe tabajẹ́ tí wà lọ́ọ̀ náà bàbá wa Yemi Sonde á broadcast gbogbo àgbáyé wọ́n lè jẹ́ gbogbo àgbáyé yìí Splash FM náà partner wa ni wọ́n lágbà tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn náà broadcast pé ilé yìí tá a ṣe Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká múṣẹ pẹ̀lú àwọn ìgbọ́n mi tó wà níbí.
You Fit Fly kí wàá ní kí bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ ṣe báyìí.
nǹkan tó máa jẹ́ ní passport tó wà valid.
No, mo ṣe àtúntò máa ṣe máa.
Kò tí ì ní passport ó kàn kọ́ ni.
Mo mọ̀ pé Yemi Sonde pẹ̀lú ilé ńlá tán yẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kọ́ sí Lẹ́kí wọ́n á fi 10% ẹ̀ wọ́n á fi gba passport fún yín.
Ta ló rán iṣẹ́ tó ń jẹ́ báyìí?
Ó ti àpò.
Mi ò láìkí àwọn ká máa ilé ńlá ewu ló kọ́ sí Lẹ́kí.
Olúwa ṣe.
Àwọn ṣe nǹkan lábẹ́nú lọ́dọ̀ tiẹ̀ ni àbí mi ò láìka lálẹ́ ariwo.
Wọ́n á fi 10% torí ẹ̀ láti ṣe pálí àwa máa ṣe tó kù.
Ó dàbẹ̀ Bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ Aládìsá máa wọ̀rí màá ṣe passport fún ẹ wá rí mi lọ́fíìsì. Màá ṣe passport àá sanwó passport ẹ èmi náà máa fi sin lọ́hùn èmi náà àfihàn sin lọ́hùn màá sanwó passport ẹ àwọn You Fit Fly ó gbé ẹ lọ Online Dynamics wọ́n yanjú tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì ṣáájú
ètò hotel.
ojú òní tiwa lórúkọ Splash FM adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o àní ẹ wá ṣètò ní o àmọ̀ pé ntọ́lọ́hún fẹ́ yọ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ o adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o You Fit Fly adúpẹ́ gan lórúkọ Splash FM lórúkọ iléeṣẹ́ Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín lórúkọ Splash FM.
ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀yìn òyìnbó ẹ̀wà fún mi ní visa.
bẹ̀mẹ̀ ó dàbọ̀ wádà wá rí wa kó wá gbowó passport rẹ̀ my online dynamics adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o lórúkọ Splash FM àti Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited ẹ jẹ́ ń gba kọ́ọ̀lù kan kí n fi káàdì ẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ń gba kọ́ọ̀lù kan láti ilé kí n fi káàdì ẹ̀ àṣẹ ọlọ́run mọ tó ń ṣe àtọ̀ ní táwa ń plan ọ̀tọ̀ ìṣe ìtẹ̀rẹ̀ ọlọ́run abẹ́ ẹ̀rọ ọlọ́run jọ eré tèmi náà jẹ́ ó tẹ̀ mí lọ́wọ́ o má jẹ́ ó fò mí ru lórúkọ Jésù. Yes sir 00915551055 ẹ jẹ́ ń gbà kan sí ká fi káàdì ẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ń gbà kan sí ká fi káàdì ẹ̀ hello somebody. hello ẹ káàsán.
ẹ káàsán o.
pápápá tá a fi káàdì ẹ̀ rèé.
hello ẹ kú ètò.
à ń gbọ́ yín o ètò ní sà.
ok mo ní ètò tẹ mú wá lónìí ètò gidi tó dẹ̀ ṣe gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà láǹfààní ni.
àdúpẹ́.
torí wọ́n ti ìpìlẹ̀ lábàjẹ́ kí ni olódodo ń ṣe. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kí àṣetọ́ ní ìlú. nǹkan tí mo kàn rí ti lóyún pé lùí tó bá jẹ́ de pé ìlú ìlú wa ti ṣe náà ni a rí rere ṣe.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ òkè òkun náà ni mo mọ̀ pé yóò ti yàtọ̀. ṣùgbọ́n bẹ̀ ní pé kọ́wọn adarí wa kọ́ gbìyànjú náà fún wa nílùú yìí. ibi tó mi ò sí tọ́nà ò sí tíná ò sí tí gbogbo kọ́ọ̀mù ti kúrò Nàìjíríà tán ẹjọ́ ọ̀nà ẹgbẹ́ mẹ́rin tí wọ́n á sì ṣáájú bí sọ́nà. ṣé èrè tí wọ́n bẹ fún àwọn yìí báyìí.
Ọlọ́run ọba yóò bá wa ṣe yóò dáa kò ní bàjẹ́ ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Wale Michael, thank you very much for coming on this program. Thank you so much for your quality contribution.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate.
Really appreciate it.
ẹ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn nílé adúpẹ́ gidi.
lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbẹ̀yìn bàbá màmá àti ìyá àti olójúmọ̀ tó ń gbọ́ wa láti àárọ̀ mo dúpẹ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń fọwọ́ gbé wa láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé wa a ní pasọmọ yín lójú gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí Ọlọ́run bá pè pé ìlú òyìnbó Ọlọ́run yóò pèsè owó tí ẹ fi lọ síbẹ̀ àmọ́ ohun tó dájú ni pé ẹ lọ ní ọ̀nà tó tọ́ ká má bàa bá yín rìgírẹ́tì ọjọ́ ayé yín.
a ní rìgírẹ́tì lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣé gan lórúkọ iléeṣẹ́ Splash adúpẹ́ fún tẹ́ ṣe fún bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ lónìí o lórúkọ iléeṣẹ́ Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited adúpẹ́ fún tẹ́ ṣe fún bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ lónìí o adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Splash náà pé wọ́n gbà á láàyè láti ṣe báyìí lónìí Progress My Media ní official photographer Desmond Diji òun gangan ni console minister lápá bí yes internal producer Damola Ológunfe Usman kan yẹn ni Usman ni àbí tóbi ni Usman ni ok Prosper Ṣóhùnmí lájọ ṣètò lónìí àti ọ̀gbẹ́ni DJ Spiderman a tún pàdé lágbára Ọlọ́run tó bá tún dọjọ́ mẹ́jọ Yemi Sonde Media House ní Yemi Sonde Crescent Fẹ́lẹ́lẹ̀ Express bus stop Ìbàdàn ibẹ̀ ní ọ́fíìsì wa wà www.yselimited.com 08035529883 08035529883 Yemi Sonde ló máa gbé fún ìpolówó ọjà nìkan ni àmàlà àfẹ́ ògbọ́dọ̀ tútù máa ń gbádùn nǹkan ní gbígbóná gbáà ó dọjọ́ mẹ́jọ.